Imperial Tigers tonight facing the Yellow Jackets of Palo Verde Valley. I'm Micky along with George Grijalva for the final regular season game of the year, and it's senior night. It seemed like we couldn't wait till the season to start, and now it's the final over. This could be the last home game. It could be. Tigers are hoping for a win tonight to get a good playoff seeding, but unknown whether that will be a home one or not. So it is senior night, but on top of that, it is a chance for the home crowd to see the home team play for the last time in red and white. For some of these seniors, certainly the last time you're in Imperial.
Yeah, that's so sad. So sad. I remember senior year.
Very bittersweet to see that as we just look at those players that are out there coming out on the field now being called out over the loudspeaker. My Dennis Gibbs and their parents out there with them, and knowing that this is their last chance to be on this field and wearing the red and white. And it'll be an emotional time. Band members are also out. Cheerleaders are out. All the seniors, they're out tonight. Like last week, it's another must-win game for the Tigers. They need a victory to go 3-2 in Imperial Water League play and 5-5 record overall. The Blythe-based Jackets come into tonight's game with a 5-4 record, tied for third with Imperial and IVL with a 2-2 mark. Palo Verde has their third head coach in as many years, as Wally Grant has taken over the reins after Marcus Bruce stepped down after a 4-7 season in 2018, and that followed a 17-year stint by George Dagnino. So a lot of stability there, and now the second coach in consecutive years. But Wally Grant's done a pretty good job there. 5-4 coming into tonight. They can have an even record and currently ranked number 4 in Division 5. So yeah, that's going to be a bit of a challenge tonight as they're visiting white jerseys and yellow numbers. There's not a lot of contrast, so it's going to be a difficult one. And green pants, and the Tigers will be in their all-red uniforms wearing it home with the white trim. It's been a pretty one-sided meetings recently between the two schools. The Tigers have won the last 8 games against the Yellow Jackets, including a 61-0 shutout the last time they met a year ago in Blythe. The Yellow Jackets offensive scheme, quite simple left-right pitch tosses, try to get some traps inside with the eye and the double wing. It's kind of like Monte Vista. We saw them earlier this season here in Imperial. They run maybe 5 different plays. There's an outside toss, a fullback trap, quarterback isolated, quick screen, a quick slant for quarterback chase. Schreiner does not pass very often. In fact, comes into the game having completed 37 of 62 passes, and that's about 3 games worth of runs. Wow. He's done that at 9. So he'll lead the offense at quarterback. But they've got a freshman running back, George, I was telling you just before we started. He looks good. Marcus Macon.
Got some good size on his long thing.
He's just a freshman, 5'8", 175 pounds, I believe he is, and has gained 913 yards on 7.3 yards a carry.
He's only 5'8"?
Yes. Oh, he looks pretty good at that, doesn't he, from up here? And just a freshman. So you'll be hearing that name a lot tonight, and presumably for the next few seasons. Well, look at the Tigers. They head into tonight's game against Palo Verde Valley when our pregame show continues in just a moment.
The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football team with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers! Start your day off right with your favorite drink from Brickhouse Coffee, next door to Brickhouse Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brickhouse Coffee has so many drinks to choose from. Hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best iced tea in the valley with lots of different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brickhouse Deli with big, full, fresh flavors. The valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Aiken Road in Imperial.
You know, every week, George, I'll try to bring some of the local flavor, and I mean flavor by going to restaurants. And my wife, Maggie, and my sister, Kylie, who's here visiting from Idaho, went to Brickhouse today, and they have clam chowder now on Friday. Oh, my goodness.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good.
You'll have to try it. It's the Tigers, the Yellow Jackets here in Imperial. Girls coming off a third shutout of the season, blanking Southwesternville Central 49-0 last week. 6'6" quarterback Jordan Reed completed 12 of 17 passes for 174 yards and a career-high 4 touchdowns to lead the Tigers. Now, he's only a couple of touchdown passes away from moving number 5 all-time at Imperial in a single season.
In one season?
In one season. Fifth right now is Real Don Steele.
Okay.
With 24. He has 22. Could get up in the top 5 tonight. If he throws for 350 yards, he'll go over 2,000 yards for the season. So Jordan has really settled in. Right now, 22 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, good ratio there. And just keep
Tell me that again. 2,000 yards.
Yes, he'll throw for 2,000 yards if he gets 350 tonight.
Wow.
Yeah, so that'll be fun to kind of watch tonight.
Yeah.
Receiver Joey Ramos has 48 receptions from the CIF record for catches. Be a little difficult to get 48, but if you keep going in the playoffs, you have more opportunity. He has 181 catches for 2,234 yards. He's 15th all-time CIF in yardage. And he can move up on a couple of notables, including Darren Carrington of Horizon Christian, who played with Freeman at Oregon, if you remember that.
Yeah.
And Casey Mariucci, a nephew of former San Francisco 49er coach, Steve Mariucci.
Yeah.
So you can imagine a tremendous season, a tremendous career here in Imperial. I was just looking, Brady Hoff, the offensive coordinator, we speak to him at halftime and after the game, sent some notes tonight, and he said that he is 4th all-time in kick returns for a season. He combined return yards. He's only 38 out of the top 5 there. Career combined return yards, he's number 1 in that category. Kickoff return yards in a career, he's just 5 behind Marcelo Smith in first. And punt returns yardage in a career, he's only 11 behind the leader in that at Imperial High School. Christian Torres, you remember that?
Christian Torres
when I played for UCLA. Scored a touchdown against Stanford. Pretty impressive watching that. The Tigers are nursing injuries, however. Starting running back Jesus Padilla playing on a sore knee. Same with Tanner Travis. We thought he had a rip in, but it was just a sprain in the knee, but does have a heavy bandage and brace on his knee. He will play tonight. Sergio Serrano had the ACL tear last year, had surgery, has come back to play. He's a little bit weak on the knee this week, so we'll keep an eye on him. Good news is that Sebastian Mendoza will be in the starting offensive line tonight with a broken hand.
Big old
And it has to be approved by the referees too before the game, so they've approved it. He should be starting on the offensive line. 2 key offensive starters early in the year, though. Daniel Quintero and Kai Bishop both are out for the season. Manuel with a shoulder and Kai with a torn ACL. And Damon Mesa is also out for the season with a neck injury. So a lot of injuries for the Tigers, but they've managed to do quite well. And we've had some good players come in to take their place and have looked impressive. So, and a few JV players are going to be coming up.
And the freshman.
You may hear, in fact, you may hear the freshman, Gavin Morini, is very, very good. He may see some action tonight.
He's an excellent ball player. Excellent peripheral.
And you always like seeing players coming up. You always like to see the players coming up. See what we have to look forward to next season and beyond. It's a big night around the valley with a big rivalry game going on 3 miles to the south. And we'll look at the rundown of the night when our pregame show continues in just a moment.
No matter what you need to keep your home cool and comfortable, R&K Air Conditioning has it. From complete 10-star cooling systems to the latest in Wi-Fi capable thermostats. We have everything you need to stay comfortable. That's why you should make R&K Air Conditioning your first and only call for your cooling needs. Call 760-353-7570 or find us online at rkair.net. Just start. Quality you can feel. Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valley. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
Tonight's the Yellow Jackets visiting the Tigers here in Imperial. The Imperial Valley League title is on the line just south of here in El Centro. The Central hosts Brawley for the Bell, the big Bell game. That's one we're going to have to keep tabs on all night long. Both teams come into the game 4-0 in the league and 7-2 overall. The league title and the first round playoff bye will be in the balance. Elsewhere in the IVL, Southwest will be down in the border city. They'll be visiting Flexico. One game has already been played in the Manzanita League. Holtville rolled to a 42-0 shutout win in Calipatria to keep the axe for another year. Vincent Memorial down the Vikings 23-15 last week and takes their Valley Best 8-1 record to Pine Valley to face Mountain Empire tonight. It'll be a good 10 to 15 degrees cooler than our 65 here when they get together tonight at Pine Valley. So we'll keep tabs on those games as the night goes on, as the Pride of Imperial band comes in. Did quite well at Valhalla High School last Saturday night in the competition, and so I want to give them props for that. And they're out on the field now and awaiting the Tigers to come back out on the field.
They're so loud, even with the windows closed.
Yeah, and they're quite a ways away from them. If you want to bring up Valley Center, Valley Center is about a quarter of the way from where they're at. So
you're about 25 yards from us.
They blasted it out, but we kind of enjoyed that.
And no windows.
Right, and no windows. Yeah, we're wide open up there, Valley Center, so that's kind of cool. So tonight we'll find out, well, actually we'll find out tomorrow where the Tigers will be in the playoffs if they deserve to go, and I believe they will. Right now,
it looks like we're going.
For the ranked number 9 right now, and they take the top 12. So right now it looks like we would go in. In fact, if everything sat as it is right now, we would have Mater Dei Catholic next week, and the winner of that would play Hilltop. If everything stayed the same right now, and then the winner of that possibly would beat San Diego in the semis. So just looking a little bit ahead, but if everything stayed exactly the same right now, that's the way the playoffs would look for the Tigers, and I think that they would have a higher seed against Mater Dei, so they might have a home game on that. So anyway, look on our Facebook, Imperial California Memories, tomorrow, and we will let you know as soon as we find out where the Tigers will be playing, and we'll post that on there so that you can see the crowd start to get riled up a little bit, band make a little bit more noise as the Tiger football team gets ready to now comes out onto the field.
Tanner Travis.
Peter's leading him out. And great to see them come from underneath the grandstand and come out onto the playing field here in Imperial and with the American flag out front.
Yeah, and this is good.
Good to see the guys pumped up tonight, because this is a big game. We've had a lot of success recently against Palo Verde, but you can never count anybody out. I remember a few years ago they played a game here in Imperial, and it was a game that Imperial should have won, and Palo Verde brought a passing attack that was almost unparalleled, and things got different in a hurry, and the Tigers took a loss in that one. So you can never count anybody out. We'll be back with our opening kickoff, the Imperial Tigers and the Palo Verde Yellow Jackets, in just a moment.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at Broken Yolk Cafe. Once again voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Yolk strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yolk Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yolk Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro. I don't worry anymore about getting stranded with my car breaking down. Why is that? That automotive class I took at Imperial Valley College not only prepared me to fix my own car, it also prepared me for a new career in automotive repair. I like the way you think. I've always wanted to become a welder. Then check out these and other IVC career education classes at imperial.edu. For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has helped different clubs and sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping your kids busy with school activities. Their members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, please contact Betty or Larry at 760-355-1312. That's 355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers! Peyton Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's a place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. And if you're throwing a party, cakes, wine, and champagne. Everything you need at one convenient location. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save a buck with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10-star wash free. Yes, Peyton Express is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Highway 86 and Ayton Road in Imperial.
It's the Imperial Tigers hosting the Palo Verde Yellow Jackets out of Blythe. And the final regular season of the 2019 season. It just seemed to have come by really quick. So, like I said, it seemed like we were looking forward to the season starting, and then we kicked it off, and all of a sudden, we're kicking off for the 10th game of the year, and the last one in the regular season here in Imperial. And it seems every year goes by quicker every year. So
it takes forever to get here, and then it goes by so quick.
It does. It really does. Tigers again in their home all-red uniforms with white numbers, black outline around the numbers, red helmets, interlocking IT and an American flag on the left side. And on the right side, the Tigers have their numeral.
We already have a score in the Central.
Wow. Central has already scored. It's Central 7, Brawley nothing in the first quarter. You wonder if that was a kickoff return. It was so quick.
It could be.
Wow. So Central at 7-0 in the Bell game, early in that game, just south of us at El Centro. Captain's coming out on the field now, and we'll be having to use binoculars. So I fear for Palo Verde is, we mentioned they have white jerseys and yellow numbers, and that's going to be a little difficult to see. The quarterback, Chase Schreiner, is one of the captains that is coming out. And I'll try to get the other numbers as soon as we can see them. Of course, they're on the other side of the Imperial captains, so their numbers are blocked.
I think Johnny Todd was one of the 51.
Okay, another is Josiah Edwards Love is another one of the captains.
Oh,
referee's talking to him now.
Seems like in the 90s, in early 2000s, there's always a love on the team.
Yes,
very fast.
Yep. Always great athletes, for sure. But yeah, those numbers are going to be a little difficult tonight. They're yellow numbers with no contrasting color around it on white. So it's going to be a little difficult. Coin tossed up in the air. Tigers will win. Let's see. No, they look toward blank to start with, or Palo Verde to start with, and they will be receiving. The Tigers will be kicking off and defending the south goal, and the Yellow Jackets will get the ball first, and they will defend the north goal as this game kicks off on senior night here in Imperial.
Did you say number 4 was QB or number 6?
I keep saying 6, but it's 4.
It's number 4.
Yeah, Schreiner, number 4. Alejandro Lee's number 6. I'm not sure whether he's playing. He had some injuries earlier in the season, and so I do not know whether he's going to be in the lineup tonight. He's a senior player, but he did have some injuries earlier. But Schreiner is number 4, and he is the quarterback.
I feel like that's fair. They're not going with number 6.
Yeah, for some reason got 6 in my head, but that's Alejandro Lee. So Tigers kicking off. Injuries there, too, as normally the kicker on kickoffs, and he's had 9 touchbacks this year. Misael Velasquez not suited up tonight, so he will not be in, but Edgar Robles is back to kick extra points. But Brenton Adams will be kicking off. He's been practicing that, and so he gets the opportunity. Junior, 6'2", and see him a lot at a wide receiver spot. And deep to receive. This is going to be a challenge on the far side. Is the running back that we expect to see all night long, and that's Marcus Macon on the far side.
Something with the 4.
And on the near side, it looks to be number 22, and that's one of their captains, Josiah Edwards Love, on the near side. Kickoff's going to go short to the 25-yard line after the 30. That's the middle of the field to the 35, going to be brought down to the 37-yard line. And it is Alejandro Lee that returned that.
Okay.
So he is in the lineup after some earlier injuries. And as I mentioned, Chase Schreiner is the quarterback. He's a senior, 5'10", so not tall, doesn't throw a whole lot, but he's completed 60% of his passes, 37 of 62, 9 touchdowns on the year, 4 interceptions for 684 yards. And he will be at quarterback. They'll run an I formation to start the game out. Get your fullback in a moment. The fullback is right behind the quarterback under center. And about pitch back to the second one through, and that's Macon. He'll get out to the 40-yard line before being brought down by many, many Tigers.
Brandon Silva, I think, is the one that finally brought it down. About 3 or 4 Tigers in on that.
It'll be a gain of a couple yards in the play, so second down and 8 from the 40-yard line. Get those defensive starters for you in a moment for the Tigers.
Boy, they stay tight, though.
They do.
Back there.
The fullback is just literally right behind the quarterback, who is under center. Wide receivers deep side of the field. Quick pitch around the right side to Macon. Macon finds a hill up the middle and then runs into a bunch of Tigers after he gets a couple of yards out to the 43-yard line. Give it a gain of 3 and a third down of 5 coming up.
Beautiful hit by Tanner Travis. Yes, gotcha. He's a beast.
Listed at 5'8" and 180, and as we mentioned, he's just a freshman, but he Already looks like there's a lot of potential there. He's got over 900 yards rushing coming into the game. Love will come wide to the left side. And a wide receiver to the right as well. On a 3rd and 5. Pitch around the right side to Marcus. And he's going to get hit the line of scrimmage and then bounces off, goes around the right side, going to pick up the first down. He'll get out to midfield across the 50-yard line before being brought down.
We have a penalty flag at the 50-yard line. And
the penalty flag is down at the 49-yard line on the far side. So hold on to that.
That came all the way from the white hat over here.
Actually, I think carrying the ball that side was Love. I have to look on the sideline to see where Macon is at. I don't see him. That's going to be a penalty against the Tigers. Boy, you hate to see those.
So, hit him with the helmet.
So it'll be a 7-yard gain for Alejandro Lee to give a first down, and then a 15-yard penalty against the Tigers will now make it a 1st and 10 at the 35.
I like the way he bounced it out, though. There's no...
Oh, yeah.
And he, boom.
Yep, sure did. Pitch out to Lee up the middle. This time he's going to get nowhere. Nothing but red jerseys. He'll be brought down. It'll be a loss on the play.
Yeah,
back to the 36, and a loss of a yard.
At the 35.
And I'm going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 from the 35.
Ball started against the Yellow Jackets.
No, will be a loss of 1. Back to the 36.
Brought him down.
So 2nd down and 11 from the 36.
Illegal procedure.
There's only a fullback. There's no other running back. There's a double wing. Pitch it out to the right side to Love, and Love finds a little bit of a crease. We'll get down to about the 30-yard line before being brought down. So they'll mark it right out to 30. So gain is 6. So now a 3rd down and 5 coming up from the 30.
Ethan Ramos finally brought him down. I like the way they did that. His student body right. That's all they did.
And that's it. Just a quick pitch.
Yeah. I remember Mountain Empire doing this years ago. That's all they did right there.
They'll go double wing once again.
Same thing.
And it'll be a pitch again to Love around the right side. Look at the first down, and then he's gone. He's got a lot of speed. He's down to the 10-yard line to the, he's run out of bounds short of the goal line. He'll be knocked out of bounds inside the 5 at the 3. Gain of 27, a 1st and goal for Palo Verde. He has some speed.
He pushed him out of bounds. I think he's gone for a touchdown there.
Yeah, he was tiptoeing down the sideline, but man, he showed some serious speed.
Very quick, very quick. You know, Drew put everybody up on the line. You just open up one hole, you're fine. That's all they did.
1st and goal, Yellow Jackets at the Tiger 3. They'll use that same lineup with a double wing. Pitch around the side from the other way this time and getting up for the touchdown. Wow. Touchdown that quick. And it's going to be Alejandro Lee from 3 yards out. And the Yellow Jackets are on the scoreboard quick within 2.5 minutes of the ball game.
Hope they didn't come in too overconfident.
Yep. Like we had said, you can't come in overconfident like that because any team can beat you at any time in the IVL.
Wow. I didn't expect this.
Wasn't expecting that. I was thinking maybe another shutout, maybe.
Yeah, when you're talking about rush, that's all they do is rush.
They're going to go for 2. They don't go for extra points very often. With the singles, they'll do the same play again. Lee's not going to make it this time. No, he's going to be stopped on the 2-point conversion. So with 9:29 to go in the first quarter play here in Imperial, it's the Palo Verde Yellow Jackets 6 and Imperial Tigers 0.
When it comes to Mexican food, El Zarape in Imperial does it right. From their special quesadillas, served the way you like it, deep fried with cheese, and you add the fillings to tacos, burritos, enchiladas, and more. There's daily specials, too. The food is great, and the service is even better. And don't forget to reserve your tamales for the holidays. El Zarape, located at 139 South Imperial Avenue in Imperial. Open Monday through Saturday.
Scoring drive for the Yellow Jackets, 7 plays, 62 yards, in 2 minutes and 31 seconds. Capped by the 3-yard touchdown run by Alejandro Lee. That's his first touchdown of the season. season rushing. It's hard to believe this. Two-point conversion, no good, 6-0. Tigers leading it. Deep to receive, Joey Ramos on the far side, Ryan Bonillas on the near side, and it'll be Lee that will be doing the kickoffs.
He looks so smooth going around that.
Sure did, but like I said, he's had some injuries, which has kept him out of the lineup for much of the season. In fact, he only has carried 7 times before tonight, but it was for 83 yards. Kick's going to go short. Tanner Travis will get it to 35, make it the 25-yard line. Continues, does a 360 at the 37. He'll be brought down at the 42-yard line. That's for the Tigers. Level ball, 1st and 10 at the 42. And on offense, Jordan Reed, 6'6", 175, is the quarterback for the Tigers. Has completed 56% of his passes with 22 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 1,659 yards. Jesus Padilla will be starting in the backfield behind 6'6" Jordan. It's 5'6" Jesus. And boy, he has ran so well this year. 539 yards rushing this season.
Wonderful.
We'll get the other starters in a moment for you. Back to passes. Reed sets up, goes out to the near side, going to complete it to Brenton Adams, who goes out of bounds at the 49-yard line after a 7-yard gain. Be a 2nd down and 3.
Quick hitter. Middle out route.
2nd down and 3 at the 49 for the Tigers.
We have to keep an eye on Jacob Gray. Oh, they jump over there.
And Palo Verde jumps. It's a 5-yard penalty, and now we'll make it a 1st down for the Tigers, and we'll put it on the Palo Verde side of the football field at the 46.
That's a quick hitter to Renton. I think Jacob got behind the defensive halfback there.
Joey Ramos will be at one split end, Brenton Adams at the other. Ryan Bonillas and Jacob Gray in the slots, hand off to Padilla up the middle. Padilla is going to break open a little bit, twists and turns his way inside the 40-yard line. Just inside the 40, a gain of 6 yards on the play, 2nd down and 4.
I can't see that number.
It is so difficult. It's yellow on white. There's no contrast.
Cannot see it.
And up with again. He's just right in the middle, takes the tackle, boom, down to the 25, and he's still in his feet, working it down to the 22 before being brought down after a gain of 18. They get 19 yards and a 1st down for the Tigers.
I wish he had a little bit of zig in that. He goes right over that defender.
He runs straight up and just challenges people to get in his way. 21 yards on that one and a 1st down for the Tigers. Down to the 19-yard line. They get a 21-yard line, and back to passes Reed. Reed sets up in the pocket, goes for the end zone. Way over the intended receiver in the end zone. And it was Jacob Gray intended for. Falls incomplete to be a 2nd down and 10 from the 21.
Ooh, that almost looked like you picked there. You go by too much.
19-yard gain, by the way. We'll take a couple of yards away from Jesus on that one, but he'll get it back. He'll get it back. Don't worry.
Yeah, so much time. I don't know why he's rushing.
And up Padilla up the middle. Padilla, some blocking, will dive inside the 20-yard line to about the 17. Penalty flag is down on the field near where you would expect to see a holding call.
I think it's against them. Oh, no, it's coming back.
And it will be a hold against the Tigers. Along that front line, James Folks, the left tackle, Wolfgang Horner, the left guard, who, by the way, has 9 pancakes in one game this year. That's only one off the single-game record for the Tigers.
Was that Horner?
Yes. Yes. And that was set by Brad Thomason in 2016. Center tonight, Caleb Rowlands, and then Sebastian Mendoza will be at the right guard, and Luis Amarias will be at the right tackle. Back to passes, Reed, pump fake. Now goes out to the far side, going to complete it, and then hit immediately after touching the ball is Jacob Gray. It'll be a short gain, but a gain nonetheless to around the 20-yard line.
You know what I just noticed? They just changed their front line. They got Mendenhall at center, and Caleb Rollins is at tackle, right tackle.
The 7-yard gain on that. Back to pass Reed again. Hazard's going down to his knee to catch it to get the 1st down.
Got to be doing.
Joey Ramos, it'll be at the 9-yard line. 10-yard gain. Tigers 1st and goal at the 9.
He is so smooth. I hope he does something with his athleticism.
Yeah. He is just, if you haven't been able to get out to see him play, you've missed out. He's an outstanding receiver. And all-around player, really, with returns and everything else. Brendan Adams will come in to replace Jesus Padilla in the backfield. Back to pass is Reed. Going to look for a receiver on the far side. It's going to be Ramos catching it. Gets hit immediately and driven out of bounds. Right around the 5, but a penalty flag is down. In the backfield, holding Tigers will nullify that 5-yard penalty.
Caleb Brawley said, me. He looked at the ref, he said, it's me.
The penalty flag will bring it back to the, start to march it off now. Bring it back to the 26-yard line.
We got a quick update. Yes. Central Brawley tied up 7 up in the first. Vincent over Mount Empire 14-7. Also in the first. Now he just jumped.
And legal procedure gets the Tigers to move back more. That would be a first and goal at the 31-yard line. So 3 penalties on this drive for the Tigers. At one point they were down at the 5. The penalties have brought them back to the 31. Jesus Padilla back in the lineup in the backfield with Reed. It goes back to pass. That's out. Going to be a short bubble screen over the left side and catching the ball and then being stood up at the 26-yard line is Joey Ramos to the 26, or gain of 5. Second down and goal from the 26.
Goal from the 26. Can you believe that?
Yeah. We had one last week, too, like that. It was way back there. 29 yards on 4 for 4 for Jordan Reed to start this ball game. Back to pass again is Reed. Pump fakes. Not going to throw it over the middle. Has Ramos going to do a touchdown. Beautiful slant pass over the middle. The Tigers are tied up with the Yellow Jackets 6-6.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Right on the money.
Joey never had to slow from his route, and it was a perfect route. And for Joey Ramos, his 10th touchdown reception of the season. And for Jordan Reed, his 23rd, which puts him just one more away from the top 5 in career touchdown passes for the Tigers.
Oh, he's going to try to kick, too.
Renato's been practicing on extra points as well, and so he is out there. Tigers set up as a fake, and that's what they're going to try to do. Ryan Bonilla's looking to pass, can't find it, going to try to run it, and dives. He gets in there. So with 16 remaining in the first quarter play, it's now the Tigers 8 and the Yellow Jackets 6.
It's the Beauty Fall Flooring Sale now until November 30th. Jervis Floor Covering is offering 24-month special financing on Shaw Floors, Anderson Tough Deck, and Cortec Flooring. Whether you need carpet, hardwood, vinyl, or something to withstand pets, kids, or water, rest assured there's flooring that's just right for your lifestyle on approved credit. Visit Jervis Flooring at 220 North J Street in Imperial.
7 plays, 52 yards for the Tigers, and they will use 3 minutes and 19 seconds off the clock, capped by the 26-yard touchdown pass from Jordan Reed, his 23rd of the year, to Joey Ramos, his 10th reception for a touchdown for the year. And with Ryan Bonilla's 2-point conversion run, the Tigers are up 8-6. Brent Adams will re-kick it off once again, and it'll be on the near side, Josiah Edwards-Love. And now we see the freshman running back Marcus Macon back in the lineup, and he's back to receive on the far side. Brent's last kick went to about the 20-yard line, so we'll see if he gets a little bit longer or if he's intentionally not kicking it back to those two. It's going to be a high one, and it's going to be an offsides against the Tigers. Another penalty. Boy, you've got a bunch of them already.
They need to start concentrating a little bit better.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of a middle lapse tonight, it seems like. Just a little bit. They'll be kicking off from the 35. And when you don't have Velasquez, who has 9 touchbacks, if you kick in the end zone at will, it'll give you up a lot of field position here.
That's too bad. I don't even see him on the sideline.
Who's that?
Velasquez, the kicker?
Yeah, he's not suited up tonight. Robles was. He was out for when they announced the seniors, but Kickoff. Going to be fumbled around the 30-yard line, then picked up and driven down immediately. As Ramos, actually Sergio Serrano, isn't it? No, Brandon Silva got down on the tackle, along with Ethan Robles. And Ramos is going to be at the 27-yard line. That's where the Yellow Jackets have the ball, 1st and 10. Yeah, I saw Velasquez. I saw him with, in fact, he's in the middle with the black sweatshirt on, right? So he is not suited up tonight. Edgar Robles is, but he's been nursing a knee injury. And so they have Brandon Adams kicking off tonight. So the Yellow Jackets trailing now 8-6. The Tigers back out on offense, but they have Marcus Macon on the sideline once again. They'll go with the double wing. Tigers defensive line moves around a bit. It's going to be a pitch going up the middle. Going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage, but will fight for a couple of yards. And getting up to the bottom, it's Alejandro Lee that carried the ball. And he'll get out to about the 29-yard line, a gain of a couple, 2nd down and 8.
Nathan Villalobos brought him down with the Tigers. Toronto almost had him in the backfield.
Lee came into the game with 7 carries for the season. He has 4 already tonight. 2nd down and 8 from the 29. Schreiner at quarterback. We'll pitch it to the other side this time to Edwards Love, and he'll be hit behind the line of scrimmage. He'll dive to the 30-yard line, but no more than a yard gain, and a 3rd down and 7 coming up for the Jackets.
See that with Ryan O'Neal in the backfield. He should going out the line.
That's what they're going to try to do, is go around the backside and do that. I think it was a good move.
Got on his foot and wouldn't let go.
34 yards on 3 carries for Edwards Love. Had that big 27-yarder earlier in the ball game on their first drive, but a second, making a 3rd down and 7 from the 30-yard line. Really tight, shoulder to shoulder along the line for the Yellow Jackets.
Heel to heel.
And back to pass to Schreiner. Going to throw a deep one, has a receiver open. It just floats it a little bit beyond the extended hands of Josiah Edwards Love. Incomplete. It'll be a 4th down and 7. The Jackets want to punt.
Ooh, that's going to open it up right there. That was a scare.
That was. There was a nice little floater out there, just a little bit too far, but the receiver was open.
They've got everybody, Imperial's got everybody in the box. You got in behind them.
So Bonillas and Ramos will go back to receive, and it will be Alejandro Lee that will be kicking off for the Yellow Jackets. Senior at 6 foot 165, and then Marcus Bacon comes in as a blocking back. Will this be a fake?
Well, yeah, you can see.
You can go for that kind of stuff. No, they're going to kick it. And Lee will get it off, left-footed kicker, and Ramos will get it at 38.
Oh.
Ramos breaks 1 tackle, and then runs into a bunch of white jerseys, fumbles the ball, and the Yellow Jackets are going to recover it.
And he's hurt. Oh, he's okay.
Coming up with the fumble recovery, Brandon Machado. Don't see Ramos fumbling it that often.
He's trying to do too much.
Yep.
Yeah, poor guy's trying to bring him down. He's still
come by.
Yeah. Hope Diaz can get some playing time this week. I didn't call his name too much last week.
So 1st and 10 Yellow Jackets from the Tiger 35-yard line. After a fumble recovery by Brandon Machado, a senior at 5'7" and 120.
Yeah. Excellent coverage by the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, well, they did a good job. Maybe it's on the right side to Edwards Love, who gets hit behind the line of scrimmage, and will be brought down after a 1-yard gain. It'll be a 2nd down and 9 from the 34.
James Ponce, good read on that time. Turned him in.
35 yards on 4 carries for Josiah Edwards Love so far in the ball game. 2nd down and 9. They're actually going to give him no gain at all now, but it's the 35, so 2nd and 10 from the 35. Schreier will pitch it around to the other side this time, getting a little bit of yardage to Alejandro Lee as he turns the corner and gets inside the 35-yard line. He'll dive to about the 33 or 32-yard line, a gain of 3, but a 3rd down and 7 coming up.
Royce Padilla brought him down, but he's just tripping him up. We need to get there a little bit sooner, get our arm, wrap them up or something, because they're going to break those shoot tackles.
So 3rd down and 7 from the 32, 4 down territory for the Jackets. Pitch around the right side to Edwards Love. Turns up field, finds a room to run, gets the first down. They're going to be hit and brought down. After he gets the first down, Andrew Luna comes up with the tackle, but it'll be not before he gets inside the 25-yard line to the 24, gain of 8, and a first down.
Nice little pitch. And you know what? Quarterback pitches it, and then he goes in front of him and blocking.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. They stay with that double wing, and it's just a toss sweep to either side is just not all to do it, but they have all the blockers shoulder to shoulder along the line. This time a pitch around the other side to Alejandro Lee to the near side. He's going to be hit hard and brought down hard inside the 25-yard line and about the 21. So it'll be a gain of 3. Second down, make it a gain of 4. And a second down and 6 from just outside the 20-yard line.
They're making it work.
Yeah.
Not pretty, but they're making it work.
Tiger offensive coordinator Brady Haas says it's nothing special. It's pretty basic, but right now they're making it work, as you said. Marcus Macon will be back in the lineup, and he'll be at the right wing this time. Tigers come up. We pitch on the right side to Edwards Love. Gets hit behind the line of scrimmage, but will get some yardage as he turns the corner and gets inside the 20-yard line to about the 18. Make it the 19-yard line, so a gain of a yard. Third down at 5 coming up from the 19. So it's just a pitch one side, then a pitch to the other side.
Yeah, that's all they're doing.
Going back and forth.
Wait, the player loses his helmet, has to go out.
3rd and 5 from the 19. Again, it's four down territory for the Yellow Jackets. They bring William Callahan, a tight end, in at the blocking back position. And penalty flag goes down. Legal procedure will be called. No, offside. The Tigers look like they were making a motion call, but no, it's going to be outside the Tigers, so that's going to make it close to a first down. I think they're going to have it. It will be a first down. So Tiger penalties so far in this game.
Wow.
Boy.
I wonder how many penalties.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 penalties against the Tigers already in the game. One of these big 15-yard. So first and 10, Yellow Jackets, the 14-yard line. Schreiner at quarterback, under center. Tigers stack up the line. The pitch to Macon around the left side. Macon breaks some tackles, makes a couple of moves, will then dive and be brought down at the 11-yard line. After a gain of 3, it'll be a second down and 7.
Andrew Travis and Ethan Ramos combining for the tackle.
His 8th carry on the night or 3rd carry of the night for 8 yards. Second down and 7 from the 11-yard line. 48 seconds remaining in the first quarter. The Tigers leading at 8-6. Yellow Jackets taking their time coming up to the line of scrimmage. They'll stay with the double wing formation. And to bring Alejandro Lee back in at the right wing, Edwards Love will be at the left wing. Schreiner under center at quarterback. Man in motion is Lee. Take the pitch. Roll back the pass. Looks for receiver just off the fingertips of Edwards Love in the corner of the end zone. Incomplete. It'll be a third down and 7.
That was there. That was there. I like the way they sent that guy in motion, make him think they were going that way on the pitch.
Right. Take the pitch and then float around there.
Yeah, little floater.
And it was just off the fingertips, too.
He got behind the DBs.
Stops the clock with 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. Tigers leading at 8-6. 3rd and 7 from the 11 for the Yellow Jackets. They'll now bring in as a blocking back Matthew Rios, who normally plays along the offensive line. Pitch on the right side to Edwards Love. Finds a little bit of a crease. Gets hit to it, and then gets hammered and knocked down hard by Sergio Serrano. Wow.
He hit him hard. Big holder. It was a big holder.
It was.
Right in line with that. Serrano just out of nowhere.
Sure collapsed in a hurry, though, didn't it?
It did.
It'll be a fourth down, and it will be a 4th and 4 from the 8, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter with the score. The Imperial Tigers 8, and the Palo Verde Yellow Jackets 6.
The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football teams with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past, And now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers! Start your day off right with your favorite drink from Brick House Coffee, next door to Brick House Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brick House Coffee has so many drinks to choose from. Hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best iced tea in the valley with lots of different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brick House Deli with big, bold, fresh flavors. The valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West 8th Road in Imperial.
Switching sides now, Palo Verde will be going to the north goal here in Imperial. So we'll be going left to right on computer dial. Any updated scores, George, while we're getting everybody lined up and having to walk across the field, the length of the field?
We got Vincent over Mount Empire 21-7 now. Central over Brawley is still in the first, 14-7.
Central 14, Brawley 7 in the first quarter, and then some Memorial up in the mountains above Mount Empire 21-7.
We are 8-6 here in Imperial.
4th down and 4 from the 7. And, okay, now we're ready to go. Yellow Jackets stay in that double wing. Quarterback under center. Pitcher on the left side. Does reverse back the other. Edwards Lowe going to try to run the corner. He does so. Looks for the end zone. Dives to the 1 and out of bounds. Good call, though, to run that reverse like they did. And it's the first and goal at the 1.
Andrew Luna finally pushed him out.
Gain of 7, first and goal at the 1 for the Yellow Jackets.
Got to use that speed. It'll reverse.
Oh, a little unexpected.
Yeah.
Going so far tonight.
Give it to the fullback now. Let's see what he can do.
One thing I'm worried for them is that they're so tight in there. They're worried for fumbles. The pitcher on the left side.
And a flag.
Can't try to get in. Touchdown.
Got a flag.
Yellow Jackets penalty flag down. You know, we've been saying that is Alejandro Lee is number 6, but it's actually Azek Gonzalez, number 5, is the running back that has been doing the damage tonight. So it is not Lee after all. It's just with the numbers the way they are. Oh my goodness, it's difficult.
I cannot do it.
White jerseys with yellow numbers, you just can't see them.
Oh, I can see 1-3.
So penalty is going to go against the Yellow Jackets.
15? Oh, it is 15-yarder. Drop line.
Is it that or 10-yarder for? It is. They're making a 15-yarder. So not sure what it was called. Some sort of a personal foul. They bring it back to the 7-shot block. Okay. So it's a first and goal, and they'll bring it back. It'll be near the 17-yard line. So the touchdown earlier by Alejandro Lee, we said, was actually Azek Gonzalez. And that is his 8th touchdown of the season. So we stand corrected on that. Just trying to, even with the binoculars, it's not easy to see a 6 from a 5. Macon goes in motion. Schreiner's going to keep it. Might have been a broken play. I don't think they intend to do that at all. The Tigers will stack him up for no gain at all. And it'll be a 2nd and goal from the 17.
Yeah, he ran right into Silva. Brandon Silva was right there. In a hurry. Yeah, he's standing straight up, so it was a broken play. On the previous play on that chop block, it happened on the right side of the offensive line, and they went left, so I don't know why they would do that. There's no reason to do that. Unless he got beat. Still. Another
2nd and goal for the Yellow Jackets from the 17. Back to pass is Schreiner. Sets up. Flips over the middle. As a receiver, incomplete. Joey Ramos was hit away from the intended receiver, Josiah Edwards Love, in the end zone. It'll be a 3rd and goal.
You put it there, though. Quarterback put it there. Good job by Ramos. Right in his pocket there. Was able to knock it down. Last second. It's so good to see Kyle and Louie talking.
Yeah.
Good people, both of them.
It kind of said they talked about a bunch of things last week. With a lot of memories.
Central 17-7 now.
3rd and goal. Yellow Jackets going to send. Go from an I formation this time. Back to pass is Schreiner. Going to look in the corner of the end zone. Has Josiah Edwards long. Touchdown.
Touchdown. Well, we got a flag.
A penalty flag is down. Actually went out of bounds. They're going to stay at the 1 yard line, but a penalty flag is going to bring this one back. He may have been out of bounds the way the referee on that side. It was back in the far northwest corner of the stadium, and he may have been out of bounds when he caught the ball. But a penalty flag is down, and I suspect that's going to go against Palo Verde. It will be a legal procedure against them, and it'll be a 3rd and goal and bring it back to the 22.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, I didn't either. I was looking at the quarterback and receiver, so I didn't either.
We got to clean that up, gentlemen.
Yeah. The pass was there. The pass was there, and the catch was there.
I think they
3rd down and goal to 22.
keep their DBs back a little bit. Let them run. Let the linebackers do the work.
Receivers will go to each side of the field. So the near side is much hotter. We had that fumble recovery in the first quarter. Macon comes back and is way back to the tailback slot. Back to pass Schreiner. Going to throw in the corner again for Edwards. Love, incomplete, diving at the goal line. A little bit out of his reach, and it's a 4th and goal to 22.
Look at the coach over there. Do you think he was pass interference?
I don't think it was. Do you?
No,
I didn't think so either.
It was catchable anyway.
Yeah. They were running, both going for the ball. So 4th down and goal from the 22 for the Yellow Jackets. Time for the Tigers to bend their ears back. You're not going to be able to get through the middle so much against this offensive line.
Folks coming in.
Yeah, Miles Moore comes in.
Or folks coming down the line. More coming in.
4th and goal from the 22. Wow.
Ooh.
Sale Gonzalez is going to come in to attempt a 40-yard field goal. And the timeout is going to be called by Palo Verde. With 10:21 to go in this first half of play, it's Imperial 8, Palo Verde 6.
No matter what you need to keep your home cool and comfortable, R&K Air Conditioning has it. From complete 10-star cooling systems to the latest in Wi-Fi capable thermostats, we have everything you need to stay comfortable. That's why you should make R&K Air Conditioning your first and only call for your cooling needs. Call 760-353-7570 or find us online at rkair.net. TechStar, quality you can feel.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valley. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
Palo Verde head coach Wally Grant decides against a 40-yard field goal attempt, and they're going to go for it on 4th and goal from the 22. See if they have up their sleeve as Gonzalez comes back in the tailback slot. Wide receivers to each side of the field. And again, the line, tight right. It's just shoulder to shoulder along the line. Schreiner goes back to pass. Sets up. Going to look at the corner of the end zone for Edwards Love. Jump ball for it, incomplete. As Joey Ramos and Edwards Love both go out for it. Joey gets up and helps his competitor up off the field. The Tigers will take over possession. 1st and 10, and they'll be at their own 22-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like Ramos was trying to catch that instead of just knock it down. Now this probably got some hops on him quick.
Schreiner 0 for 5 to start off this ball game at quarterback. On the other side, Jordan Reed is 5 for 5 for 55 yards and a touchdown. And the Tigers will have 2 wide receivers to each side of the field.
So you missed that one in the back of the end zone overthrown? Or is there a
penalty? Okay. Hand off to Padilla up the middle. Padilla gets hard, man. He hits hard. Gets the 25-yard line, and one of the linebackers for the Yellow Jackets stood up and then went down. It's going to be at the 26-yard line, a gain of 4, 2nd down and 6.
And he's got a foot on there, probably 50 pounds.
29 yards on 3 carries, and up again, bam, he gets the first down across the 30-yard line to the 32. A gain of 6 and a first down for the Tigers.
Great linebacker. It's so funny to watch. I love the way he runs.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't play those anybody.
And totally unexpected, too, to see him run like that. And up again up the middle. Gets a good line. And I said another at the 37-yard line, going to be brought down to the 38. And that'll be a gain of 6 yards, and it's a second down and 4.
He's watching Roy Fields. He does the forearm by him. He earned this time on the sideline here.
5'6" and 180 pounds. And he's on the sideline now, going over to get a swig of water. Ryan Bonillas will come in to replace him in the backfield, along with Reed in the shotgun. And again, Ryan on the right side. Ryan will get the first down. He'll dive out to near the 44-yard line. A gain of 6. Another first down for the Tigers.
Oh, we got a flag.
Penalty flag in the backfield. Yep, penalty flag holding Imperial. She'll nullify the run by Ryan Bonillas.
Shoot. Yeah, way back here. I don't know why you did that. It was right, the play's going to the right side. It holds on the left side. So totally unneeded. The penalty will bring the ball back inside the 30-yard line to the 28. That's James Folks on the whole line there.
Here's second down and 14 from the 28. A lot of penalties for the Tigers this first half. Reed goes back to pass. Sets up in the pocket, looks over the middle, has a receiver, incomplete. Just off the hand of Jacob Gray, couldn't pull the one-hander down. It would be a third down and 14.
He short-handed that one. He thought he was going to get popped.
Alligator armed it up.
Yeah.
That's the first incompletion by Jordan Reed after 5 for 55 yards.
That was there.
Yeah, that was there.
That was
there. 4 wide receivers to the right side. Joey Ramos will go to the left side, split out for the Tigers. Empty backfield for Reed. It goes back to pass. Has some time. Has to get away from a couple of tacklers. Goes back to pass. Not going to be completed. He completes on the far side to Brenton Adams, who will be brought down at the 47-yard line. Good enough for the first down for the Tigers. A gain of 19.
Nice. Nice job by Jordan Reed to roll out to the right side and then find Brenton all by himself. Because those guys, that DB had to come up. That would stop that run by the quarterback first.
That's the third catch for the night for Brenton Adams, yeah. For a total of 33 yards. First and 10. Tigers, 47, make it 46-yard line. And up at the middle, Ryan Bonillas gets across the 50 and then loses his footing. Might have got tripped up. And we'll get to about the 48-yard line of the Yellow Jackets. That'll be a gain of 5, second down and 5.
Yeah, Brenton Adams had a heck of a game last week with 3 TDs. Receptions,
second down and about 4. We'll give him a gain of 6 on that one. And out Jesus Padilla back into the lineup. He'll get the first down. Powers his way down to about the 42. Gain of 6, first and 10 Tigers.
Oh, the shoulder. I think something fits, but it's the shoulder. He's stretching it out.
47 yards on 6 carries in the game. Jesus Padilla, senior, 5'6" and 180.
That's that Quintero wasn't able to play. I love watching him.
Oh.
But you have the middle, then Quintero around the end.
Yes.
Oh.
Showed great speed. And up Padilla, get up the middle, get some good walking to get to the 35-yard line. Another gain of 7. Second down and 3. Big hole in the middle, though. Big hole.
Nice job at that line for the Tigers.
Well, on his way to his third 100-yard game of the year, 54 yards on 7 carries. Had 157 last week against Southwest on just 14 carries.
Wow.
And a couple of touchdowns. He was impressive. Hand it off again, fake it actually, and throw it. Got to complete it to Jacob Gray. Touchdown, Tigers. What a great play action play to Padilla, and the pass was right on the money. Great sticky fingers by Jacob Gray, and a touchdown for the Tigers. Put up 14-6.
Good job at the defensive back, though. He was right there with him.
Kind of like that one.
Yeah.
35-yarder on the first catch of the night by Jacob Gray. That was beautiful. Beautiful. Brenton Adams will stay in, and they took his first extra point of the season.
There we go. They're set up.
Soccer style kicker. Oldies on the hold. Ball is down. Kick is up, and it is no good. Goal to the left. With 7:33 to go in the first half of play. It's the Tigers 14 and the Yellow Jackets 6.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at Broken Yoke Cafe. Once again voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Yoke strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yoke Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yoke Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
Scoring drive for the Tigers, 9 plays, 78 yards, capped by the 35-yard touchdown pass from Jordan Reed to Jacob Gray. It's Jacob's third touchdown reception of the year, and now for Jordan Reed, 24 touchdowns. That ties him with Braulio Castillo in the top 5 all-time for Tigers, and he has all of next year.
Yep. Could you imagine what he could have done if he played last year? 35 kicking, Tanner Travis.
Tanner Travis will kick off this time. Right-footed kicker, soccer style. Nice deep, and it'll go back to inside the 10-yard line, about the 8. Going to bring it out to the 25-yard line, then runs it a whole host. It's among Tanner Travis and Marvel Jackers. He'll get shy of the 30-yard line. And let's see if he actually did make it to the 39. They're going to say he did get to the 30-yard line. And that's where the Yellow Jackets will take over possession, 1st and 10. From their own 30 with 7:21 to go in this first half of play.
Tanner kicks the ball, and then he goes down and makes the
right in the middle. Right in the middle, exactly.
Well, he's already got his momentum. He's going to be ahead of everybody.
He was hustling down there, that's for sure. So the Yellow Jackets trailing Tigers by 8. 7:21 to go in the first half. They'll go to double wing backs again. Pitch around the near side to Josiah Edwards-Love. Brandon Silva will come and make the tackle, but not until he gets about 3 yards on the play. 2nd down and 7 from the 33.
The drop by Brandon Silva close up that hole. They're opening up some holes for the running back. They don't have a lot of size on that front line that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Tigers going with a 3-5 defense this week. Marcus Macon will get the call going around the left side, and he'll get across the 35-yard line out to near the 40. They'll mark him down to 39, but it's a 6-yard gain. 3rd down and 1 coming up.
Sergio Serrano brought him down. Got him from behind.
So down and 1 from the 39 for the Yellow Jackets. Really tight offensive set, shoulder to shoulder along the line. Schreiner pitches it to Macon. Macon will get the first down across the 40-yard line, and then it's a scrum to bring him down at around the 43. They get the 42-yard line, a gain of 4, and a first down for the Yellow Jackets.
That's all it is, too, scrum. Big piles coming up.
Bernice Moffett listening tonight.
Hey!
Listening from Dodge City, Kansas. Bernice, great to have you here tonight.
Yeah. How far is that from Jonathan?
You know what? Dodge City's not too far from Meade, Kansas. Bernice, got to look that up. Not too awfully far from where Jonathan lives in Meade. 1st and 10. And out goes up the middle. Get across the 45-yard line out to about the 47. It's going to be Edwards-Love on the carry, gain of 4. 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, sure. Love that they stream their services, though.
I'll tell Kyla after the game, Bernice, but I know she'd like to say hi to you, so you remember Kyla. 2nd down and 6 from the 47 for the Yellow Jackets. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Tigers leading at 14-6. Pitch to Macon around the left side. Macon will get out to near midfield. They'll bring it down right at the 50-yard line. After a gain of 3. So a 3rd down, a 3rd and a couple coming up. Actually move the ball at the Tiger 49. yard line. So gain of 4. So 3rd down and 2 coming up. We're making 16 yards on 5 carries. We came into the game averaging 7.3 a carry, 913 yards on the season. But the Tigers have pretty well held him in check so far tonight for the freshman running back. 3rd down and 2 from the Tiger 49. And the Tigers will call a timeout. 4:25 to go in this first half of play. It's Imperial 14, Palo Verde 6.
I don't worry anymore about getting stranded with my car breaking down. Why is that? That automotive class I took at Imperial Valley College not only prepared me to fix my own car, it also prepared me for a new career in automotive repair. I like the way you think. I've always wanted to become a welder. Then check out these and other IVC career education classes at imperial.edu. For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has helped different clubs and sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping your kids busy with school activities. Their members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, please contact Betty or Larry at 760-355-1312. That's 355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers!
Leo, they're listening in from Talmadge, Ohio. He says, clear skies tonight, 33 degrees.
You can have that.
And we're in short sleeves. Halloween was last night. He said high winds and a wind chill in the 20s for the kids out Halloween trick-or-treating. And he said he was in Palo Verde game at Imperial 2 years ago. Remember, he was.
Yes, he was.
I think he was talking to my mom and dad a couple of years ago here.
I wore my, this last it. Rubber deck.
3rd down and 2. That's right, the rubber deck shirt.
I wore that.
And I'm up the middle, going to get the first down for the Yellow Jackets to the Tiger 45-yard line. And it's Josiah Edwards-Love who gets up slowly this time and led us back to the huddle. But it is a 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets from the 45-yard line after a gain of 4.
Yeah, Brandon Silva hit hard.
61 yards on 10 carries for Love tonight.
I didn't think they'd be able to run against this.
Boy, so far they've gotten, they're nearing the 100-yard mark for the game. Pitch to Macon around the left side. Macon finds a little bit of a crease. We'll get a couple of yards, penalty flag on the field. They're going to have a holding against Palo Verde on the play. No, chop block again. That's the second one of this game against Palo Verde. So it's going to nullify a pretty good run by Macon. Boy, hate seeing those.
And you know, the Tigers were set. When they snapped the ball, Tigers, they were not set.
David Villalobos got to start at one defensive tackle spot for the Tigers tonight, Maurice Padilla and C.J. Ramos along the line. Ethan Ramos, Tanner Travis, Brandon Silva, Manuel Pitones, Sergio Sermani. You've been hearing all those names. The play goes back. He's got to bring the Yellow Jackets back to their own 40-yard line. And the defensive backfield for the Tigers, Ryan Bonias, Andrew Luna, James Ponce, Stephen Shaw. Other players get brought in, and a lot of substitutions for the Tigers. 1st down and 25. Palo Verde back at their own 40-yard line. Gonzalez in motion. Takes it back to him, back to pass. Looking for Edwards-Love. Ball's incomplete. Pass a little bit overthrown. And it'll be a 2nd down at 25.
Yeah, that was way overthrown. Brandon, or Joey Ramos even stopped running.
0 for 6 for Schreiner tonight.
Keeping the backfield honest.
Yeah, this is true.
You can't get too comfortable and stay inside the box.
2nd down and 25 from the 40-yard line. Clock stopped at 3:41 to go in the first half. Imperial 14, Palo Verde 6. Schreiner going to pitch it to Gonzalez around the left side, and Gonzalez will get out to about the 45-yard line, a gain of 5, the 3rd and now 20 from the 45-yard line.
Joe Serrano and Omar Garibaldi come back for the tackle.
So 3rd down and 20 from the 45. Let me get to the Tiger 35-yard line, and the Yellow Jackets are right at their own 45. They'll stay with the double wing formation, a fullback right within a foot of the quarterback. Pitch around to the left side to Macon. Macon shuffles his way across the 50-yard line and puts on a burst to get inside the 40 of the Tigers. That is the 45 of the Tigers to about the 44 34-yard line, perhaps?
Yeah, not there. C.J. Ramos finally brought him down, but that was a nice cut. Two little quick ones. One left and then right.
11-yard gain is longest of the game and makes it a more manageable 4th and 9 from the Tiger 44.
You can see how light he is on his feet, though.
4th down and 9 from the Tiger 44. They'll go for it. Schreiner, quarterback, pitches to Edwards Love around the right side. Looks a little bit of a crease, gets out across the 40-yard line, but it's going to be shy of the first down. He'll be brought down around the 38, and the Tigers will take over possession on downs.
Ooh, good job by Maurice Padilla.
Well, he's a downhill runner, that's for sure, isn't he?
I like the way he runs.
Yeah.
Freshman, huh? Oh, no, that was Love.
Right, that's Edwards Love, and he has 67 yards now on 11 carries. The Tigers take over possession. 2:18 to go in the first half, up 14-6. 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
We just Calexico over Southwest.
8-7.
But there was a injury delay.
Oh, okay, an injury in the first quarter. That's why it's so late. Okay. 1st and 10 Tigers. Ryan Bonillas comes into the backfield alongside Jordan Reed at quarterback. He's in the shotgun. Back to pass. That's pretty good protection. Has to roll out to the right. Got to complete it to Joey Ramos at the 40-yard line. Joey's going to get ran out of bounds around the 43. So it'll be a gain of 5 yards. It'll be a 2nd down and 5.
You don't see Ramos running straight out of bounds, but he did. Maybe working the clock. That's got to be it. He was one-on-one, man.
Stop the clock with 2:10 to go in the half. 2nd and 5 from the 43. Bonilla stays in the backfield. Back to pass Reed. That's on the far side. Going to complete it to Brent Adams. Gets the first down before getting out of bounds right at the 50-yard line after a gain of 7. 1st and 10 Tigers. Nice little pitch and catch.
Guess what? I wish I could tell you pushed him out of bounds, but I have no idea. We've got Ryan Bonillas in the backfield.
Bonillas now goes to the right side of Reed and goes back to pass. Reed sets up the pocket, throws it to Ryan Bonillas, catches the ball at the 45-yard line of the Yellow Jackets, driven out of bounds immediately on the pass coming from the backfield. 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5. Ball control via the pass for the Tigers tonight.
Clock's still running, though. I don't know why.
Referee had continued to have a run. I'm not sure either because it looked like he went out of bounds. 3 wide left, 2 wide right for the Tigers. Empty backfield for quarterback Jordan Reed. 2nd down and 5 from the 45. Pump fake, goes over the middle, going to complete it to Brenton Adams again, and Brenton will get to the 30-yard line inside the 30 to the 28. That'll be a 17-yard gain and a 1st down for the Tigers.
Glad he put both hands on that. He's wrapped that ball tight. Usually carries it way out with one hand.
Well, Jordan Reed has completed 11 of 12 for 143 yards in this half. 1st and 10 Tigers from the 28 of the Yellow Jackets. Empty backfield again, going back to passes. Reed sets up, goes to the near side, finds Joey Ramos. Catches the ball at the 20-yard line. Still in the streets of the 15. Tries to fight for extra yardage. Going to be brought down, but he will get to the 15-yard line. A gain of 13. Another 1st down for the Tigers.
He wanted to lead him with the helmet.
First and 10 Tigers from the 15. But he is still in the backfield. Back to pass Reed. Goes to the near side. Going to complete it to Joey Ramos. Gets hit immediately. Breaks off on one tackle. And then goes out of bounds. Shoved out of bounds around the 10-yard line. Gain of 5. 2nd down and 5.
He's still upset from the last call. He said he got hit the helmet. Bonilla still back there.
2nd down and 5 from the 10. Now Bonilla breaks off and goes slot left. Gavin Marini. We see the first time he's out on the field. Wide right. Freshman. Back to pass is Reed. Sets up. Looks over the middle. Can't find anybody. Rolls out to the right. Rolls pump fake. Not going to throw it. Incomplete. It goes away. It'll be a pass. Going to be an incomplete pass and intentional grounding. For a moment, Marini was open. I don't know if you were able to see, but he was open. If Jordan would have snapped it really quick, But it's going to be a loss of down for the Tigers and the penalty to bring it back to the 15, no, to the 25-yard line. Oh.
Okay, I don't understand what.
I don't believe it should be that far. They were
Should be that far back.
Right. They were at the 10. They moved it back to the 25. So third down, because of the loss of down, back to passes Reed. Sets up a lot of time back there. Throws it over the middle. As a receiver, Ramos incomplete. In and out of his hands at the goal line. Normally, Joey makes that catch, and the ball's incomplete. But it's a tough one for we've seen him catch passes like that. Wow.
He had it. Yeah. Ryan almost got the tip.
So the Tigers need to get to the 5-yard line for a first down. They're at the 25, so 4th and 20 coming up. 27 seconds to go in this first half. That's just the second incomplete pass thrown by Jordan Reed. Timeout on the field. 27 seconds to go in the first half. The Tigers 14, the Yellow Jackets 6.
Peyton Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's a place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. And if you're throwing a party, kegs, wine, and champagne. Everything you need at one convenient location. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save a buck with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, Peyton Express is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Highway 86 and 8th Road in Imperial.
The Tigers have 27 seconds to go in the first half. Faces a 4th down and 20 from their own 25-yard line, or actually from the Palo Verde Yellow Jacket 25-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets will go into prevent defense. I'd say that's wise.
Yeah.
With two. They've got 7 defensive backs, actually 8 defensive backs, as they bring the linebackers about 10 yards off the ball. So Reed in an empty backfield. Goes back to pass. That's up. Pump fakes. Now rolls out to his right. Rolls. Now throws in toward the end zone. Has the first down as Ryan Boninas makes the catch. Hit hard when he caught it, but it looks like he has the first down.
Gavin Marini. Fresh.
Is it?
Yes.
No, it's right. Number 10 is Ryan Boninas, isn't it? Makes the catch. Marini's on the left side, though. Marini's on the left. It was Ryan that got the catch. And they're going to say the Tigers...
What?
We're short by a yard?
Oh, I thought it was inside the marker.
It looked like it from our angle that he was, but then I guess the yards, the inline is further from the angle that we have. So they're going to say he's short, but it looked from us, it looked like he had the first down.
Okay. It was Marini.
That's some Marini on this side. I don't know.
No, I see 30. But you're right. I see Ryan coming from over there, too.
Right.
30 is the one I see. That's what I
don't know. We'll ask Brady at halftime on that one. If it was Marini or... Because it looked like Ryan, as he got hit, he was going... His jersey was facing straight toward us. But Palo Verde will have the ball. And they're going to go ahead and take a knee. That'll be the end of the first half. The score. Imperial Tigers 14... and the Palo Verde Yellow Jackets 6. We'll wrap up the first half scoring. In fact, we'll talk to Brady real quick if you want to. Was that Marini that caught that, or Ryan? Unfortunately, it was. Okay. So it was Marini. So good call on that, George. We'll put him down for that. And it was a 20, or make it a 19-yard catch. We'll talk to Brady after the half. But the score at halftime here in Imperial, kind of surprising, I think. The Tigers 14 and the Yellow Jackets of Palo Verde 6.
When it comes to Mexican food, El Zarape in Imperial does it right. From their special quesadillas, served the way you like it, deep fried with cheese, and you add the fillings to tacos, burritos, enchiladas, and more. There's daily specials, too. The food is great, and the service is even better. And don't forget to reserve your tamales for the holidays. El Zarape, located at 139 South Imperial Avenue in Imperial. Open Monday through Saturday.
It's the Beauty Fall Flooring Sale now until November 30th. Jervis Floor Covering is offering 24-month special financing on Shaw Floors, Anderson Tough Deck, and Core-Tech Flooring. Whether you need carpet, hardwood, vinyl, or something to withstand pets, kids, or water, rest assured there's flooring that's just right for your lifestyle on a group credit. Visit Derma's Flooring at 220 North J Street in Imperial.
The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football teams with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers! Start your day off right with your favorite drink from Brick House Coffee, next door to Brick House Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brick House Coffee has so many drinks to choose from. Hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best iced tea in the valley with lots of different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brick House Deli with big, bold, fresh flavors. The valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Dayton Road in Imperial. No matter what you need to keep your home cool and comfortable, R&K Air Conditioning has it. From complete 10-star cooling systems to the latest in Wi-Fi capable thermostats, we have everything you need to stay comfortable. That's why you should make R&K Air Conditioning your first and only call for your cooling needs. Call 760-353-7570 or find us online at rkair.net. 10-star quality you can feel.
Halftime scoring Imperial, the Tigers 14, the Palo Verde Yellow Jackets 6. And here's how the scoring went. We were surprised that the Palo Verde got the ball, went right straight down the field and scored. I wasn't expecting that at all.
Not at all.
And it came on a 7-play, 62-yard drive. It took 2 minutes and 31 seconds, capped by the 3-yard touchdown run from Isaac Gonzalez, his 8th touchdown of the year. Tried a 2-point conversion. It was no good, and the Yellow Jackets led 6-0 at the start of the game. The Tigers would come back on their first drive on a 7-play, 52-yard drive using 3 minutes and 19 seconds off the clock. Capped by a 26-yard touchdown pass from Jordan Reed to Joey Ramos. A 2-point run by Ryan Bonillas gave the Tigers an 8-6 lead. And then moments later in the second quarter with 7:33 to go, a 9-play, 78-yard drive that took 2 minutes and 19 seconds off the clock and capped by a 35-yard touchdown pass from Reed to Jacob Gray. The extra point was no good, and that gave us the halftime score of 14-6. For Jordan Reed, he has completed 14 of 16 for 180 yards in the game. We were saying if he got to 350, it'd be 2,000 on the year.
Tell Coach Hoff when he comes to talk to you. They had to put that in his ear.
Put it in his ear. Well, it's a close game. We're not going to see a change in quarterback when it's this close. But 180 yards in the first half, we're only up by a touchdown. It's kind of scary. For that, Brent Adams would have 5 catches for 57 yards. Joey Ramos 6 catches for 53 and 1 touchdown. And then 1 catch for 35 yards by Jacob Gray. That was for a touchdown. Ryan Bonillas 1 catch for 5 yards. And then freshman Gavin Marini, a catch for 19 at the end of the half. And, he got hit pretty hard after that. He held onto the ball.
I wonder if that's what no. You got to give him the forward progress. You got to give it to him.
It sure looked like from here, Kyla's not even happy with the 14-6 score. She wants it bigger than that.
Yeah.
So, anyway, the Tigers are 180 yards passing on 14 of 16. He has been the only runner for Imperial. He's carried 7 times for 54 yards. So the Tigers have 234 yards of offense in the first half. For Palo Verde, Chase Schreiner, 0 for 6 passing in the game. It's all been on the run for the Yellow Jackets. Josiah Edwards-Love, 11 carries for 67 yards. Isaac Gonzalez, 7 carries for 26. He has the lone touchdown for the Jackets tonight. And then Marcus Macon, 6 carries for 27 yards for 120. So 120 yards of offense for the Yellow Jackets versus 234 for the Tigers. I stand corrected. Ryan Bonillas had 1 run of 6 yards. So the Tigers had 60 yards rushing and 180 yards passing, so 240 in the game at the half.
Really? That's all we had rushing?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Oh, wow.
We had 1 19-yard run, and then the others were 4 to 7 yards. and then a 6-yarder by Ryan Bonillas. That's been the only ball carriers
you're right.
in the game. So.
You're right.
Quick first half. There's a lot of running in the game, and the passes that were thrown were being completed on one side, pretty much, by Jordan Reed. We'll take a look at the defensive stats, and we'll update scores, including the bell game, all coming up as our halftime show continues in just a moment.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valleys. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at Broken Yoke Cafe, once again voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Yoke strives every day to bring you great service and great food, still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yoke Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yoke Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro. I don't worry anymore about getting stranded with my car breaking down. Why is that? That automotive class I took at Imperial Valley College not only prepared me to fix my own car, it also prepared me for a new career in automotive repair. I like the way you think. I've always wanted to become a welder. Then check out these and other IVC career education classes at imperial.edu.
Halftime score here in Imperial, the Tigers 14, the Palo Verde Yellow Jackets 6, and George on defense. What do you have? Able to check those out?
Yeah, here we go. I had Brandon Silva leading off tacklers with 8 for the Tigers. The one I expected more out of was Ethan Ramos. I got him with 4. Tanner Travis also with 4. Sergio Ramos with 3. Also, Ryan Bonillas had 3. Then CJ Ramos. I can't remember that number. He changed numbers.
60 tonight. Yeah, you got with 60 tonight.
Well, I hope I didn't take it away. I got him with 3. Andrew Luna with 2. Maurice Padilla got him with 3 also for the Tigers. And then Joey Ramos, Brendan Adams, and James Ponce, each with 1 tackle.
Does have the defensive working here, the Pride of Imperial Band in the background doing their halftime performance for the partisan Imperial crowd. And Tigers leading this one 14-6 at the half. And I think many of us think both of us are pretty surprised with that score.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't expect a game like last week, but I thought it would be up there. I thought we'd be putting up some points tonight.
And maybe in the second half, the Tigers will do that. Jordan Reed has looked very sharp, passing the ball, 14-16, 180 yards in the first half, but has come up only a couple of touchdowns on that. But it does move him into the top 5 of all-time career touchdown passes for the Tigers with 24 on the season.
We have seen some records.
Haven't we, though? Yeah. We've seen a lot of school records in the last few years. We really have. And then you look at players like Joey Ramos, all-around player when you talk about punt returns, kickoff returns, receiving, punting. I mean, he's done it all here at Imperial High School. So we've seen some great ball players, a surprise like Jesus Padilla and earlier Manuel Quintero running. It's just been a lot of fun.
I told Carol last week, I said, I'm so glad you got to see Ramos. See what we're talking about.
Exactly. Halftime scores. I think, are some other scores. Do we have some updated scores? I know the bell game being played south of us in El Centro.
So right now I have Southwest and Calexico tied in the second, 14-14. Vincent over Mount Empire, 35-7 at halftime. And the soccer, Central over Raleigh, 24-7.
24-7. Spartans leading the Wildcats at the bell game
I was
in El Centro.
Because they're quarterback.
Yeah. Well, and I thought that it would come down to mistakes. I'm kind of wondering if that's what has happened with Raleigh in that game.
Let me hand it over.
Brady Hoff is up here, offensive coordinator for the Tigers, who will mic him up and ask him his thoughts on this first half of play. And what do you think of our play so far in the half?
Well, offensively, we look really good. I mean, but we're at 3 possessions? You know, the first drive we went right down, and they're going to stay there with a light box. We're going to run at them. And inside zone's open all day. Jordan's played great. He made a mistake here at the end where he thought he was in the NFL. So,
but throwing it away,
yeah, we had to correct him on that. So, he won't make that mistake again. But yeah, other than that, he was hitting checkdowns, taking shots when he needed to, and it looked great. And then that fourth down play, that was the absolute most atrocious call I've ever seen in football. That referee was terrible. He should be embarrassed by that call. He caught that ball 2 yards past sticks, and they take it away. Awful.
It looked at our angle what it was, too, but I will have to point out Gavin Marini caught the ball and got hit hard and held on to it.
Great catch for a freshman.
Yeah,
he did a good job, get his first catch out of the way, and too bad it didn't go for, it did go for the road down, but too bad it wasn't called that way, and I think we're getting hosed a little bit on those holdings. We get those replays, and I look at them, and it's not being called even, so that's really unfortunate. But, what can you do? We got a lot of holding adversity. We manage to come back every time, so unfortunately we get the ball here, and we'll see what they adjust to, but if they're going to keep us the same look up front, we'll keep running inside zone and taking shots, and we'll lull them to sleep, so.
Jesus Padilla running up the middle, looks strong, and you say those are open, and does that kind of open up for the pass if you get that running?
Yeah, if we keep running them in, they start sucking in. That's what happened on our second touchdown there. We kept hitting them inside, and we got those linebackers lulled to sleep a little bit, got their eyes looking in the backfield, and Jordan pulled it, hit Gray on the slot there, and he was off to the races. So, he's doing a really good job running the offense, good job reading it, and defensively they kind of threw us for a little bit of loop. They never showed that double wing, so they've been like an I-wing team from all the film we saw, so they came out with something a little bit different tonight, and they're doing a really good job running it. That double wing's hard to stop. That's the old Don Markham in Bloomington. For the longest time, the national record was set by that offense. So, toss counter.
It is hard to stop, and it's hard for the defenders to find where the ball's at.
Yeah, it's really hard, and they just kind of cluster you in and throw enough bodies out there and clear out of the way. But they're doing a pretty good job running it. They could be a nice force in D5. The thing that hurts too is they go up and sprint deep like Vincent or like us, and they hold the ball for so long. Their offense gets cold. It's kind of frustrating where they're just 3 yards, first down, 3 yards, 3 yards, first down. And meanwhile we go and score, and then we have one possession in the first quarter. We have 2 possessions in the second quarter. So they're doing a pretty good job moving the ball. So.
Now, will you adjust by clogging up the outside to take away those pitches around the corners?
I think what they really focus on is our DMs are getting a little bit too upfield, and we haven't seen the offense before. That hurts, and we're trying to keep them crashing down, because what happens is those DMs get upfield, and that fullback kicks them out, and 3 guys lead up, and they just overwhelm you. So we're going to try and get back to getting our DMs to pinch, and then we're going to try and I think we might start submarining them too and clogging up the middle and just try and make them bounce. So just anything to keep them from getting nice, clean lanes. So.
One thing we'll bring up again, you mentioned Jordan Reed on the 2 touchdown passes were just beautiful. The one to Joey Ramos didn't break stride. Went to the touchdown. The one to Jacob didn't break stride. Those were really nice.
Yeah, he's made some real nice passes. Even at that 4th down to Gavin, he extends the play, rolls it out, and puts it right on the money for Gavin. He's made a lot of good, and he's not tried to force anything too. When we've called hitches, there's a vertical option, and they're dropping off on it, and he's done a good job just staying patient. That's hard for high school kids to do, is just stay patient and take 5 yards, 5 yards, 5 yards, 5 yards. But he's done a good job at it. Those kids, they get excited, they want to try and take a shot, and then you get off schedule. You get to 2nd and 10 or 3rd and 10 or whatever it is, and that's harder to convert. But he's done a great job managing the game, great job making his reads. So.
He did. He had quite a few of them. They were just short little passes to keep the sticks moving. That's what you always want to see.
Especially that last drive. That was really good job. We threw the whole way down, trying to keep it out of bounds, trying to save our timeouts, and we had to tell Joey here to get out of bounds there. He made a mistake one time.
Right.
Fortunately, we were able to get back on the ball and right away and not waste any time. So
it's hard to tell a player like that when he tries to get extra yardage all the time, but sometimes it's like, you can feel up those extra yards, get out of bounds because he can use his clock up.
Yeah, it's not, in that case, if there's one-on-one, okay, I can see it, but he had 3 defenders in there, so it's like, hey, okay, you gotta give up on this one, and we'll live to play the next play. So.
But he's done such a great job this year.
Yeah.
Not too much at all.
Yeah, you can't complain.
You're right, exactly.
If that's what we're complaining about, we're doing all right.
Exactly, we're not complaining about much. Well, thanks a lot for talking with us. We'll talk to you after the game tonight.
Sounds good.
Thanks a lot. Brady Hoff, the offensive coordinator for the Imperial Tigers, as he'll head upstairs and call the second game for Imperial. We'll get the football in the second half. It's always good to kick off to start the game, and then whatever happens in that, you're going to get the ball first up. And we go down and score again, put us up 2 scores, feel a lot better about this.
That's the way to get that score there right before the half.
And like you were saying, it was one of the few mistakes Jordan Reed has made at quarterback was the intentional grounding, which is loss of a down, and the yardage, so put Tigers further away from the end zone, and then you lost that extra down too. And like Brady says, he was talked about it, he won't do that again. So he learned from his mistakes, but he has done a great job in this first half. 14 of 16 for 180 yards and 2 touchdowns for Jordan Reed.
Did you put in his ear about the 350?
I didn't say that, but he's the one who told me about it.
Okay.
I know he knows about it.
Okay, good. I couldn't get the conversation.
We'll take a look at the rankings real quick. As both teams are come back out onto the field now, ready for the second half of play. And in Division 3, leading into tonight, Scripps Ranch is still number 1. They've been there pretty much the whole season. They're 9-0, and they're playing Division 5 Mission Bay tonight. So you suspect they'll win that and go 10-0 in the regular season. Hilltop is number 2 at 8-1. They host Division 4 Mar Vista. The Bell game is number 3 and 4. Central and Brawley, as you mentioned, the Spartans lead that one at halftime, 24-7. San Diego High School is number 5. They take on number 10, Kearney, tonight at Kearney. West Hills is number 6. They're at Division 2, Monte Vista, who we saw earlier this year here in Imperial. La Jolla is number 7, and they host Division 2, Christian, in the league game. Mater Dei Catholic is number 8. They host Bonita Vista this week. That's going to be a tough test for them. And then Imperial is number 9 right now. We moved up a spot from number 10 with that victory over Southwest last week. 10th place is Kearney, and as you mentioned, they're at home against San Diego High. And then Valhalla is number 11. They're at Division 2 Granite Hills. Bonita Vista is number 12. They dropped 3 spots after, it's hard to believe, they played Division 2 Olympians, so they played above their division, and they lost 42-39 in double overtime and got dropped 3 positions in the rankings.
That's why it never makes sense.
I don't understand the way they do that, but they're number 12 and right on the bubble if they can the playoffs or not. Now Carmel's number 13, and then Southwest at Calexico tonight. That game is tied up. They're number 14, so they're kind of on the outside looking in, and hope a victory tonight will help their chances. Then El Capitan, University City, Rancho Buena Vista, all with a combined 2 wins of those 3 teams, and all 3 of them will most likely miss the playoffs. Palo Verde's ready to kick off. Tigers just came out of the locker room, and they're getting ready to kick off. And Louis Patonis has some...
For us?
I'm hoping he keeps walking. He slowed down. I don't know if he's being a gentleman, letting his wife sit down, or I guess not coming up here with it. Louis Patonis from the class, IHS class of 76. Like, hey, where's our not shows? Those look pretty good.
Oh, okay. He said if that's not playing, so he can't fight for everybody.
Okay. All right. We'll let him go on that one. And as we mentioned at the start of tonight, if everything finished as the way that they are right now, Imperial would play Modern Day Christian or Catholic, and it would be up there because we're 1 position ahead of us. So we would be traveling up to Spring Valley next Friday night if that's the way it works. But again, we'll find out tomorrow. I'll have Brady contact us as soon as he finds out tomorrow, and we'll post that on Facebook on the Imperial California Memories page. So take a look on that. That'll give you an idea whether it'll be home or away, but we will be on the air no matter what.
Yes, sir.
At KXORadio.com.
Lord willing. Now we'll be putting the pig pens tomorrow.
Yep. We're doing what tomorrow?
Pig pens.
Pig pens.
You gotta put them up.
All right.
We'll get the pigs next week.
Have 4 hours of overtime in the morning and get a bowling tournament, and then Mom and Dad come on over to watch Oklahoma football tomorrow.
All right.
There's my Saturday. Already kicking off. Aze Gonzalez will be kicking off. What would a kicker? As he to receive near side, Joey Ramos far side, Ryan Bonillas. 14-6, Tigers leading at the half, and the kickoff is going to go back. Ryan Bonillas is going to come up. He's going to bounce at the 10. He's going to pick it up at the 12. But he's away from one tackler. Can't get away from the second. We brought down to the 20-yard line. Josiah Edwards-Love, I think, made the tackle on that.
I think that's who it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. He came up limping, too.
He was struggling on that ankle up to that one run that he had in the first half. So I don't know if that's been bothering him or not, but the Tigers on offense. Jordan Reed, a quarterback. Jesus Padilla will be at the running back slot. Joey Ramos, Brenton Adams will be at the split ends, and the slots will be Ryan Bonillas and Jacob Cray. Along the line, James Folks, left tackle. Wolfgang Horner, left guard. The center tonight, Caleb Rollins. Sebastian Mendoza, right guard. And Luis Amarias at right tackle, hand up the middle to Padilla. Padilla bulldozes away across the 27-yard line to the 28. Be a gain of 8 yards. Second down, make it a gain of 7. Second and 3.
Oh, they put it 29 now.
Yeah, they did give them an extra yard, split the 29 and give them a gain of 8. Second down and 2.
A little too far.
Back to pass and incomplete. Intended for Ramos at midfield, and it will be a third down and 2 from the 29. It's only the third incomplete pass thrown by Jordan Reed tonight. He's been very, very efficient.
That was a good coverage, so by Schreiner. Yes. Schreiner, right in Joey's pocket there.
You're playing deep there. You've got 4 linebackers that are off, about 10 yards off. Find a scrimmage, hand out to Padilla from middle. He'll get the first down, breaks a couple of tackles, fights his way out to about the 38-yard line, and a first down for the Tigers on a gain of 9.
Good little pass to the left there. Went right, set it back to the left after the first linebacker.
Big hold there for him.
Yeah, they're going to give that up.
I agree, and they've only got 3 down linemen. And I'll fix the hand up the middle, going to throw it incomplete in the out of hands of Ryan Bonillas at midfield. Catchable ball, second down and 10.
That was a little hot there.
So second down and 10 from the 38. Yeah, that time they actually had 2 guys that went down in position, and then it's got a right side defensive end standing. It's only 3 up the middle. It's wide open. It's going to be out to Ramos. Ramos going to break a tackle, get the first down. Penalty flag goes down. He gets up to the 50-yard line. But a penalty flag, probably going to see a holding, or at least in the area of holding against the Tigers. Reed is not happy with it. No, they pointed toward.
No, he called illegal man downfield.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He just pointed to Ramos.
Well, that was a quick throw out to Ramos. It's kind of hard to think that we ran that far down the field that quick, but apparently so. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty against the Tigers.
That was Rawlings. Caleb Rawlings. He's on the right side. He was standing over here on this side of the field.
So they get a second down at 15.
Huh.
That's a 5-yard penalty, but they marked it off 10. Wow, they brought that all the way back to the 28-yard line. That's a 10-yard penalty on a receiver downfield. Should get a 5-yarder. Back to pass is Reed. Gets away from the tacklers, rolls out to his left, going to go ahead and run and go out of bounds at the 33, but I'm not sure why that was a 10-yard penalty. But at the 34, it'd be a gain of 6 for Jordan, his first carry of the night. We'll get a third down now and 9. Or third 14, I mean, yeah. Wow, I'm not sure why that was a 10-yarder. Pass over the middle, going to be incomplete, and the Tigers are going to have to punt. Intended for Ramos. 3 incompletions on this drive by the Tigers. It fizzles out at their own 34-yard line. First time the Tigers have punted tonight. Ramos will do the honors there, and deep to receive for the Yellow Jackets will be Josiah Edwards-Love, and he is back at his own 35-yard line. Sure, on the 10-yard penalty, still kind of questioning how an illegal receiver downfield is a 10-yard penalty.
Yeah, we could talk to the coach.
Yeah. High snap. Joey will get it out. Good punt. Good punt. It's going to go all the way down to the 30-yard line, take a Tiger bounce, rolls inside the 20, and keeps rolling inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. Wow, what a great punt by Joey Ramos. And pins Palo Verde back after a 52-yard punt. Coming into the game, averaging 36 yards a punt, booms off a 52-yarder. So first time we see the Yellow Jackets on offense in this second half. They have the ball first and 10 at their own 14.
I want to find out how we're going to stop this offense now.
Defensively for the Tigers, along the front, Maurice Padilla, C.J. Ramos, and James Folks, and then they're right with 3 down and 5 linebackers. See a linebacker core of Ethan Ramos, Tanner Travis, Brandon Silva. James Ponce moves up on the defensive end on the left side, so they're going to move it up, change it around a little bit, see if we can stop those coming around the side. It's going to be going right at James. and they're going to stop that. Tigers will stop it for no gain. Good job, though, of keeping them contained inside there. It'll be no gain. Second down and 10.
That's what we did this time. They picked off the middle. Ramos. I got Ramos with the tackle.
Second and 10 from the 14 after no gain by Edwards. Love. Ryan Bonillas in the defensive backfield. Andrew Luna also in the defensive backfield for the Tigers. Joey Ramos. It's pretty well the second half starters. Second and 10. It's around the left side to Macon. Macon to get a hit line of scrimmage. Then we'll bounce to the outside. We'll get a couple, maybe a yard on that. And it'll be a third down and long for the Yellow Jackets. And give them a couple out to the 16, so 2-yard gain on that. Third down and 8 from the 16. And Macon just 29 yards on 7 carries in the ball game. Came in averaging 7 yards a carry. Third down and 8 from the 16. Pitch it around the near side. Josiah Edwards Love. Tigers are going to stack them up. With nowhere to go.
Good job by the Tigers.
No gain on the play, and just like that, 3 plays, and the Yellow Jackets grab the punt. No gain on it.
Beautiful job by James Swanson.
Wow.
He got some help from Ryan Bonillas, but he turned that in. I think they found something.
Great stops by the Tigers defense on those 3 plays that netted a total of 2 yards, and the Yellow Jackets will have the punt. Gonzalez will stay in the punt. Steps back. He'll be standing at his 3-yard line to get the snap. Deep receive for the Tigers. They'll stay on the Palo Verde side of the football field. Ryan Bonillas on the far side. Joey Ramos on the near side. Macon comes in late to come into the blocking back. Good snap back. Left-footed kicker. Pretty decent punt. Almost going to get at the 43 of the Yellow Jackets. Gets away from one tackler at the 40. After the 35. Wow, straight up to the 30. You're going to be ran out of bounds near the 20-yard line. Wow, what a straight arm by Joey Ramos.
Poor number 7.
He only weighs 120 pounds, and he stood up, but he couldn't do it.
Big dreams.
Wow.
Yeah, big dreams.
Yeah, he had big dreams, exactly. He had big eyes and big dreams. The run will get down to the 19-yard line. That's where the Tigers will have the ball first and 10 at the Palo Verde 19-yard line. With 7:54 to go in the third quarter. Reed will have Padilla in the backfield with him. 3 wide right, 2, that makes that Ramos to the left. Hand it off to Padilla to the middle. Jesus breaks one tackler. Gets through another one to get inside the 14-yard line down to about the 12. Gain of 7, second and 3 coming out. Well, you could just see from this angle how big the line holes are, though.
I was just going to call that. I was just going to call that. That Caleb Rawlings on that side, along with Sebastian Mendoza.
I wonder we'll run it right down the field. And off again to Padilla up the middle. Padilla, if he gets the first down, he'll get down to about the 7-yard line. Be a gain of 5. First and goal to go for the Tigers.
They need to stay right there.
I just don't see how they can stop that. If they're going to play their defensive backs and linebackers so that deep.
That's what they're doing, too.
Yep.
They're going to concede the run and stop the pass.
Take the handoff, back to pass, completes it, touchdown, Joey Ramos. We'll get the touchdown for the Tigers, his second tonight. And the Tigers have their biggest lead of the game with a score of 20-6.
I like the way he stepped in. Made the catch. I think the defender was off balance. He just stepped in. Got his score.
3-play drive. All that's needed for the TD.
We'll give that to the defense. The defense stopped them.
Yeah. And then the good return by Ramos on the punt. A forearm for the H's.
Yeah. 40.
Edgar Robles will come in for the extra point attempt. Hold by Ryan Bonillas. Ball down. Kick is up. It is good. With 7:08 to go. In the third quarter play, it's Imperial 21 and Palo Verde 6.
For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has helped different clubs and sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping your kids busy with school activities. Their members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, please contact Betty or Larry at 760-355-1312. That's 355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers!
Scoring drive for the Tigers, 3 plays, 19 yards, and using 46 seconds off the clock. Capped by the second time connection between Jordan Reed and Joey Ramos, this time a 7-yarder. And with Edgar Robles' extra point, which this season he is now 4. Let's look that one up. I think he's 4-5 of the season. Oh, he's actually more than that. We'll have to look that one up, though. Line drive kick. Going to roll all the way back inside the 10-yard line to the 7. Bring it out to the 15 to the 20, and then brought down as Josiah Edwards Love to the 22-yard line, and that's where the Yellow Jackets will have the ball first and 10.
Mendenhall. Daniel Mendenhall made the tackle for the Tigers. Moving up in the JV squad, take over the center position for the Tigers to help them out with all the injuries they've had.
Third touchdown pass of the night for Jordan Reed. That now gives him 25 on the season against just 4 interceptions. Make it 5 interceptions. Pretty good percentage. Good ratio.
I'll take that.
You betcha.
Ooh, yeah, Southwest over to Mexico, 21-14.
Wow, that thing's turned around. Yeah. Now with Jackson ball first and 10. It's around the left side to Macon. Macon gets stacked up behind the line of scrimmage, and he fights his way, will not make it back to the line of scrimmage. I think they're going to say he got back to the 22, but no gain. Second down at 10. Freshman running back has been stacked up tonight. 29 yards on 8 carries. Great job defensively again for the Tigers.
Yeah, Serrano. That was Sergio Serrano there. But I got to where they're collapsing that center there.
Yep, I think just putting James Punch on this side, they're just getting him a little bit further outside the defensive end or the tight end. And it's just kind of throwing them off a little bit. Pitch over down the left side to Gonzalez. Gonzalez will get a couple of yards. Will get up to about near the 25-yard line. Make it a 24. Gain of a couple. Third down and 8 coming up.
Miles Border.
28 yards on 8 carries for Gonzalez, who comes to the sideline. And Marcus Macon, freshman running back, comes back out for the Yellow Jackets. And he'll go tight into the right side. Or, the wing back to the right side.
Is it second or third down?
Third down. Third down and 8 in the 24. Pitch around to the right side. Heisel would crease up the middle, turns and goes forward. And it's close to the first down out near the 33-yard line. It would be a matter of where the mark is. And they may have to come out and bring the chain. It looks to me like it's a little bit short.
We're going to give to him.
Wow, the referee on the far side was standing to the south side of... Wow, okay. So a gain or first down.
And I missed it. Tackle. Who got the tackle? Dylan?
So first and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. And the ball at the 32-yard line. It's around the near side.
Oh, got it.
It's stood up. And it gets them out to bring him down. No gain of the play. Great job, Tiger defense.
James Bones there. He didn't even see it there. Somebody missed their block.
Josiah Edwards Love gets up slow on that, takes his helmet off because he got rocked pretty good on that one. No gain on that play. Second down and 10 from the 32.
And Steven Shaw, my grandson would tell me that Chase hits so hard, he's so small that he hits hard.
He doesn't
like us against him. And he really likes Miles more to it. They're going to do something special.
Pitch and an inside handoff on the reverse to Gonzalez. And man, he gets rocked as soon as he gets near the 35-yard line. He'll get to the 35 and gain it 3.
He's been hitting hard.
Yeah, he did.
Let's see. He got up, though. Oh, he's going up.
Wow. So gain of 3. Be a third down now and 7 from the 35. For Gonzalez, 31 yards, but using 9 carries to do it. Third down and 7 from the 35. Less than 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, it is. Tigers leading at 21-6. Boy, looking down at Sebastian Mendoza's cast, you're not kidding. That's a huge cast. Wow. Looked like Yellow Jacket jumped a little soon, but it wasn't. And the quarterback, Schreiner's going to carry it. He's going to go backwards, though, after getting out to near the 40-yard line. They're going to say his forward progress will fit him. No, they're going to move it back.
Going to keep it there.
Yeah, they're going to keep it in the same spot. He got turned around and was still running.
He kept running, yeah.
But he got tackled back at the 35. It'll be no gain, 4th and 7 on the punt.
Wow. It took about 3 yards. Well, he did it himself.
Yeah, because he tried to get extra yard and he got twisted around, thrown backwards.
Went the wrong way.
Right. So Ramos and Bonillas will be deep to receive. And Gonzalez very precise in how many yards to go back to get the snap. He is standing at the 22-yard line. Good snap. Left-footed punter. Not a good punt. We'll get up in the air. Ramos will go, I think, call a fair catch at the 44, and that's where the Tigers will have the ball. Good field position at their own 44-yard line, first down. 2:45 to go in the third quarter, and the Tigers up 21-6. So Reed will stay in the quarterback. Jesus Padilla will be in the backfield with him. Jesus with 83 yards on 11 carries, approaching that 100-yard mark. He's had 2 of them this year at over 200 yards a game. Looking for a third one tonight.
Oh, Caleb's the center. Caleb Brown just went to center. See if we can see who's at right tackle.
Ooh, pitch forward to Padilla. Padilla twists and breaks one tackle, gets across the 50-yard line to the 47 or 48. Let's see where they're going to mark it at, the 47-yard line. And that'll be a 9-yard gain. Wow. His second and 1.
I like
that. So it's going to be a pass from Reed on the shovel pass to Padilla for 9. His first catch of the night. Hand it off to Padilla up the middle. First down and then some to the 40-yard line, 35 to the 30, to the 25, 5 inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. A big gainer to the 18. 29 yards on the first down, and he's over 100 yards for the third time this year.
Beautiful run right up the middle. I like the way he goes, try to get more.
112 yards on 12 carries for Jesus Padilla.
Chase Ryder ended up stopping him.
Another shovel pass to Jesus. Bam, he runs over one guy, grabs his foot, but he's still going to get inside the 15-yard line to the 13. That'll be good for 5. Second down and 5. First time I think we've seen that shovel pass like that this season.
It is. I think it is. 2 years back, they used to run that in line.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Big hand off over the middle. Oh, the receiver was open. Bad pass from Jordan. He knows he let that one go down. Yeah, he's incomplete.
He hit Jacob Gray right at his feet.
So it'll be a second down and 5 from the 13.
Third, no?
I'm sorry. I didn't mark it down on here. So right, third 5 to 13. Didn't put the incomplete there. So third down and 5. The D to the left side of Reed. 3 wide receivers to the right. Gets the hand out to Padilla. Padilla will get the first down, and then some. Powers his way down to inside the 5-yard line to about the 3. Gain of 10. First and goal, Tigers.
Beautiful, beautiful. That's a read by Jordan there.
122 yards rushing tonight for Jesus Padilla. And it's been a joy to watch, too, isn't it?
I love watching this kid.
First and goal from the 3 for the Tigers. Reed looks at the defense, and then audibles. Changes the play call. Let's see what he does with it. Padilla to his left. And up Padilla up the middle. Touchdown Tigers. Stays on his feet, and the Tigers are up 27-6.
You have to give that to him.
Great job.
Beautiful blocking by the front line.
Oh, yeah. There's still a yeoman's job right now.
You know, came in, it was number 72, Luis Amarillas, at right tackle now.
6th touchdown run of the year for Jesus Padilla.
They're going to go for 2 this time.
Yep. And the Tigers are going to go for 2. They'll pitch it over to the left side to Ramos. Joey will dive to the end zone. Not going to make it. It'll go incomplete. So with 1:27 to go in this third quarter of play, it's now the Tigers 27 and the Yellow Jackets 6.
Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's a place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. And if you're throwing a party, it's kegs, wine, and champagne. Everything you need at one convenient location. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save $1 with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10-star wash free. Yes, Ayton Express is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Highway 86 and Ayton Road in Imperial.
6-play, 56-yard drive for the Tigers, capped by the 3-yard run by Jesus Padilla. His 6th touchdown run of the season, now with 125 yards rushing on the night. That now puts him over 650 yards rushing for the season. 2-point conversion was no good. Tigers leading at 27-6 with 1:27 left in the third quarter.
They were short abandoned. Sergio Serrano went out.
Line drive hit by Tanner Travis will skitter to the 35-yard line. Making one tackle to 40, or make it the 30-yard line, and we'll get to the 34. And so they have the ball first and 10. The Yellow Jackets at their own 34-yard line.
Stephen Shaw and Daniel Mendenhall. Fight for the tackle for the Tigers.
First and 10, Palo Verde, their own 34-yard line. And it's 17 to go in the third quarter, trailing the Tigers by 21. Let's stay in that double wing formation. Man in motion is Gonzalez. Take the pitch. Schreiner goes back to pass. Penalty flag goes down. Almost intercepted. Looked like it was tipped to the line of scrimmage. Brandon Silva almost comes up with the pick. Ball is incomplete. And the penalty will go against Palo Verde.
I didn't see if it was tipped. I didn't get to see that. I know the ball was in the air, though.
The illegal shift, and it'll be incomplete and will be declined by the Tigers. It'll be a second down at 10. Schreiner 0 for 7 now in the game. So second and 10 now from the 34. Clock stopped with 1:13 in the third quarter. Tigers up by 21. And in motion is Edwards Love. Make the pitch. Back to pass Schreiner. Going to go deep. Has a receiver open for the moment. That has a good pass, but it's going to fall incomplete. Broken up by Andrew Luna. Boy, that pass was right there.
Right there.
It was a good one.
Andrew almost had that one himself. That went to number 5. That's safe.
Isaac Gonzalez. Out of the backfield. So third and 10 from the 34 for the Yellow Jackets. Beat just inside their 34.
I like that.
Stop,
I've never seen that. A-I-Z-I-K.
Yeah. A little different spelling.
Yeah.
Pitch out to the near side. Going to get stacked up behind the line of scrimmage. We'll get a couple of yards at it. And nothing more. It's going to be Josiah Edwards Love, and Palo Verde will have to punt once again. Great job again by the Tiger defense.
Ramos came from the far side to make that tackle from behind. He just wants to play.
76 yards on the night by Edwards Love, but 9 of them on 5 carries in the second half. He's pretty well been shut down. And punt coming up, deep to receive. Ramos on the near side. Bonitas on the far side. Gonzalez takes his long steps to get back. Very deliberate on how many yards he wants to go back. It's exactly 13 yards. Good snap back. Left footed punt. It's a good one. Ramos going to get it at the 38-yard line. Goes for the near side, tries to the far, gets twisted back around, he turns the corner, gets a straight arm at the 40 to 45. Noodles will play at the 48-yard line, still on his feet. He needs one more blocker. It's a foot race to the far sideline, to the 10-yard line, to the 5, touchdown, Joey Ramos. Wow, what a great return for the TD.
I'm sorry, he hurdled him. Backler right here at the 45-yard line.
That hurdle was awesome. That was just awesome.
I'm telling you, he's something special. He's got to keep playing.
That's for about the 32-yard line. We're going to call that about a 78-yard return for the touchdown.
Wow.
That was superlative right there.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Wow.
Good race, too.
And he was hit back when he caught it. He was trying to go to the far side. He turned back around to the near side.
And came back.
Had a straight arm and then a hurdle, and it changed to go to the far corner. and got the touchdown. Extra point by Robles is good, and with 5.8 seconds remaining in the third quarter plays now the Tigers 34 and the Yellow Jackets 6.
When it comes to Mexican food, El Zarape in Imperial does it right. From their special quesadillas, served the way you like it, deep fried with cheese, and you add the fillings to tacos, burritos, enchiladas, and more. There's daily specials, too. The food is great, and the service is even better. And don't forget to reserve your tamales for the holidays. El Zarape, located at 139 South Imperial Avenue in Imperial. Open Monday through Saturday.
78-yard punt return for the touchdown by Joey Ramos. The extra point by Edgar Robles good. Tigers up 34-6. Game in which they were up 14-6 at the half.
Yeah. And that was another beautiful straight arm by Ramos.
Oh, yeah.
Right before he hurt himself.
And then change of field and line drive catch at the 30-yard line by Gonzalez, and then he gets hammered to the 32. He got 2 yards out of it and then took a shot by 3 different Tigers.
Man, and finally hit him, but
wow.
17, so when this stuff at first.
He's going to feel that one tomorrow for sure. 5 seconds to go in the third quarter. First and 10 Yellow Jackets, and they'll have the ball at their own 34-yard line.
And Jason, the dog goes down, makes that tackle on the kickoff, and now they're putting him in. See what? I don't know what he's going in on the tee here.
First and 10 Palo Verde. Final play, barring a defensive penalty here in the third quarter. They'll stay in the purple wing. Tigers have made adjustments here in the second half. Back to pass Schreiner. Sets up. Goes in the flat. Nobody there. Incomplete. That'll be the end of the third quarter. With the score, the Imperial Tigers 34 and the Palo Verde Yellow Jackets 6.
It's the Beauty Fall Flooring Sale now until November 30th. Jervis Floor Covering is offering 24-month special financing on Shaw Floors, Anderson Tuftex, and Cortec Flooring. Whether you need carpet, hardwood, vinyl, or something to withstand pets, kids, or water, rest assured there's flooring that's just right for your lifestyle on approved credit. Visit Jervis Flooring at 220 North J Street in Imperial.
The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football teams with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers!
Starting the fourth quarter, Palo Verde now going right to left from the north to the south here at Shimamoto Simpson Stadium. And Linda listening again tonight, saying the band sounding great as usual. She was up at Valhalla last week to watch her grandson Steve play in the band. Oh, second down and 10. Can be a handoff to Macon around the left side. Macon gets stepped up and then by looking at the rim and wow, he runs into Serrano. Whoa, did he bring him down after a 2-yard gain? Ouch.
Did you hear everybody here?
Yeah. It actually gave him about a 4-yard gain. It'd be a second down at 6. Just as he thought he had some room to run.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think you should have kept going out to the left.
Yeah, the run instead of turning up, you're right. It'd be a third down now and 6 after that 4-yard gain by Macon.
All of us together up there said, ow!
Yeah, it was like a collective ow. Surges ran right through and pitch out to the right side by Edwards Love behind a bunch of blockers, and he'll get to the 30, I think at the 40-yard line, maybe the 41. And they're going to call a penalty face mask against the Tigers. Didn't need that either, as they stopped it for no gain.
Yeah, Miles knew that too. He started walking away.
And this will give the Yellow Jackets a first down, as the 15-yard penalty will put it near midfield, and it will be a first and 10 for the Yellow Jackets from the 50.
Yeah, that was against Miles. They coaches brought him to the sideline too.
So first and 10 Yellow Jackets from the 50-yard line.
Junior, 6'2", 195 with foul point.
Yeah, the bringing Sergio Serrano up as a defensive end on one side. James Ponce is the defensive end on the far side. Hand off to Gonzalez. He goes from one side to the other, had nowhere to go, and then he's going to be muscled down and brought down by Donald. On a loss back to the 45-yard line, loss of 5, second and 15 coming up.
Sergio had 6 defenders on it blocking him, and he still hit that running back right now. And knocked him the other way.
Sure can't. Completely just push it back.
You got to give that to him, but good job by Jason Donald.
Jason did a great job of that. So second down and 15 now. We'll bring it back to the Palo Verde 45-yard line. Jason, just the juniors who have impact next year. There's a lot coming back next year. I know we're losing a few seniors that big impact players. We have a lot to look forward to next year. Man in motion to the near side. Inside handoff. And getting it about 3 yards on the play will be the ball carrier. And it's his first carry of the night. That's William Callahan. And it will be a third down and about 12 from the 48.
Got Ethan Ramos with the 10th tackle. 10th tackle of the night. I was talking to Jason Denal a couple of weeks ago, and he just said, I'm not going to start a playing time. I said, you got to be patient. You got seniors ahead of you.
Exactly right.
Because he was the go-to guy last year on the JV. I said, your time will come.
Gets to the right side, Josiah Edwards-Love, and he stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and then a second effort. Good job to get it across the 50-yard line to the Tiger 45. Still going to be about 3 yards short of the first down, so fourth down and 3 after a gain of 9. And they're at the Tiger 44-yard line.
Yeah, he did a good job getting away from Brandon Silva. I thought Brandon had him for a loss. And turned that into a game before Ethan Ramos brought it down.
Going to go for it on 4th and 3, down 34-6.
Don't jump.
And they're going to call timeout. 8:35 to go in the ball game. It's Imperial 34, Palo Verde 6.
Start your day off right with your favorite drink from Brick House Coffee, next door to Brick House Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brick House Coffee has so many drinks to choose from. Hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best iced tea in the valley with lots of different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brick House Deli with big, bold, fresh flavors. The valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Ayton Road in Imperial.
Or at Central tonight. George, you want to give that news? If you have it, I'll just show it to you here if you want.
In the third quarter, Central is up 39-7.
Spartans 39, Wildcats 7.
Who would have thunk it?
Well, after we saw both teams play, after we watched Raleigh play, and after we watched Central play, that if they played the same way, this doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Central has a lot of weapons.
I thought they were strong on
a lot of weapons.
Front line. Ooh. They're defense.
4th and 3 at the 44. Expect Edwards will love around the right side, grinding it in. Looks to be a little shy, but close to a first down on the far side. Looks to be just shy of the 40-yard line. They need to get on the other side of the 40s. No,
they gave it to him again.
Wow. Okay. Huh. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Wow. Okay. 89 yards on 19 carries by Josiah Edwards-Love, and he's going to fill it tomorrow as he's had some hard hits this evening. But keeps on rolling. So, got to give him a lot of credit, I tell you. I'm just going to get up a little bit. 1st and 10. Pitcher on the left side. Try to strip the ball away, not going to get it. The ball carrier is Gonzalez, and he'll get down to a forward progress around the 37-yard line, so second down and 7 coming up.
Man, Sergio's getting excellent penetration. He just missed the tackle with Maurice Patia. Instead of bringing him down.
31 yards on 11 carries.
That's about 3.
Second down and 7. Pitch on the right side. Edwards left. You'll be behind the line of scrimmage. This time he's going to go nowhere. Looks to be no gain on the play. 3rd down and 7 from the 37.
Maurice Padilla again, back to back. I got him with 5 for the night.
Four down territory for the Yellow Jackets, but a 3rd down and 7 coming up from the 37. And for the most part in the second half, the Tigers have really put a stop to the running game that the Yellow Jackets enjoyed in the first half.
Good adjustment by the group.
Yep.
Coaching staff.
Yep, give good credit for that. Double wing formation. Macon back in the lineup. He'll be at the right wing. He'll get the pitch on the left side. Let's go way back and then turns the corner and goes upfield to get to near the 30-yard line. And that's going to be near first down. It'll be about a yard short, so 4th down and 1 from the 32. They get the 31-yard line, so gain of 6 on that one. But a 4th down and a yard.
The coaching staff sent the 2 linebackers missing, and it was the first round of bringing them down. He had a lot of room to run.
Josiah Edwards-Love is in the fullback spot now. Fumble picked up by Schreiner, but I think he went down on his knee when he picked the ball up, and so the Tigers are going to get possession of the ball. That's what I'm saying. When you get everybody tight in like that, you're going to be up to a little fumbleitis, and so there'll be no game charged and credited with Schreiner, and the Tigers will take over possession 1st and 10, and they will be at their own 32-yard line. Even to go in the ball game. Tigers up 34-6. In a game that was very close for a long time. There's a 14-6 Tiger lead at the half. And the Tigers have turned the corner here in the second half and put up 3 touchdowns.
Mendenhall center again.
Coming in the lineup, going split right, Aldo Melendrez for Imperial. And Brennan Adams in the backfield. Gets the call up the middle. Brennan finds a big hole. Gets good yardage. Breaks some tackles at the 40. To the 45-yard line. 360 spin. Out to the 50. An 18-yard gain and a first down for the Tigers.
Beautiful cut.
First carry of the night.
Little 360, and he's so fast. So fast.
Nice run, Brennan Adams. Came into the game 28 for 136 on the season. Pops out 18 in a hurry. Now goes to the sideline. Replaced.
Kevin Luna. Kevin Luna. 5'6" senior.
So Kevin Luna will come in.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, they had 12 men on the field.
And a penalty against Palo Verde, 12 men on the field. So legal substitution, 5-yard penalty will make it a 1st and 5. Now at the PV, 45-yard line.
Because Hector Garcia in the right tackle now.
He gets the first penalty against Palo Verde in the second half. It is. And they get their second one on the next play. 1st down, Tigers. Later they got to call the Tigers movement. Let's see. Nope, outside Palo Verde. 1st and 10 Tigers at the 40.
Yeah, I thought 88 got first. Then 74 is just trying to get back. So everybody else is the same. The front line, Hector Garcia.
And a quarterback, Joaquin, and incomplete pass, a little bit thrown under to Melendrez, and it falls incomplete. It'll be a 2nd down and 10, so Joaquin Alvarado is in the lineup for the Tigers at quarterback.
That was a big old windup. And Joaquin.
So 2nd down and 10 from the 40-yard line. Stays in the shotgun. Hand out to Luna. Luna has the line collapse a bit, and gets a couple of yards out of the play, but a 3rd down and 8 coming up from the 38.
Gavin's coming back in. Marini. Split left, along with Jacob Gray. Joey Ramos.
And up again to Luna up the middle. Luna will get the first down, breaks open to the 30-yard line, still on his feet. We'll get to near the 20-yard line before being brought down to the 21. A gain of 17 and a first down for the Tigers. His longest run of the season, 17-yard gain. By Kevin Luna.
5'6" senior.
Nice to be able to get some time in here for the home crowd before graduating. Stays in the lineup. Alvarado, and it's him again. Luna over that tackle. Penalty flag goes down. Possibly see a holding against the Tigers to bring this one back.
I think you hit him in the face mask. Yeah.
Holding call against the Tigers will bring that back. Nice 17-yard run, though, Andrew. What a great one. Kevin Luna.
Kevin,
yeah.
Kevin's doing that. Yeah, there's a battle going on right now with 57 miles more and their right tackle.
Alvarado, quarterback. That's Luna to his right side. Hand it off over left tackle. It's hit at the line of scrimmage. We'll get a couple of yards, and then we'll be brought down.
4:15 left in the game. Uh-oh. Look who's coming in a running back. Look who's coming in. Caleb Raleigh. He's coming
From
in.
the line to the backfield. Second down and long. Hand it off to Rollins over the right side. Bam! Knocks over one guy, going to be brought down at the 25-yard line. His first carry
Good kid.
of the season.
Good kid. I had him when he first moved in for look at him.
It's hit down to the 24-yard line. Gain of 4.
He's the one that keeps all these kids grounded, I'll tell you what.
Luna comes back in, gets the handoff over the left side, and he gets stretched out, and there's a lot of white shirts that are going to bring him down, and he will not get the first down. It'll be a 4th down and long for the Tigers. 4 down territory there from there, though. It'll bring it all the way back to the 31-yard line. 4th down and about 20. They lost a 6 on that one. The Tigers with a 4th down now at 20 from the 31. Luna will stay in.
People are lost.
Marini comes into the lineup. Goes split wide right. Melendrez also split wide right. Marini goes in motion. Quick switch to Marini around the left side. He gets away from one tackler, away from the second one. Puts his head down. Will be well short of the first down as he'll get down to about the 27-yard line. Gain of 4. That'll be it for the Tigers on that one.
Yeah, you got to see this kid running outside. He's so elusive.
So the Yellow Jackets get the ball 1st and 10 with 2:34 to go in the ball game, trailing the Tigers 34-6. 1st and 10 from their own 17-yard line. Schreiner under center. Pitch to Edwards Love on the right side. Breaks the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Still on his feet out to the 40-yard line. To the 50, going to be ran out of bounds on the Tiger side of the field. And a penalty flag. May see a late hit on the far sideline. As Edwards Love will get all the way down to about the 40.
I didn't see that. I didn't see what he did. That was Stephen Shaw.
Late hit, maybe? I don't know.
He rolled him out of bounds.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe because he...
I don't know. I don't know. It gets down to the Tiger 37.
He's spun him around. Personal foul.
It is going to be a personal foul against the Tigers after a 46-yard run by Josiah Edwards Love. That puts him over the 100-yard mark for the night.
He was over there asking what he did.
135 yards now, 21 carries. And after that penalty against Imperial, all of a sudden Palo Verde has a 1st and 10. And at the 22-yard line. And that's Josiah Edwards Love on the right side again. This time he's going to be stopped for no gain.
Brandon
St. Silva.
Brandon Silva and James Ponce. Hit him hard.
2nd and 10 from the 22.
We still got 39-7. Central over Brawley in the 3rd instance.
2 minutes to go in the ball game here. Imperial 34, Palo Verde 6. Tigers looking to even up their season record to 5-5. Man in motion is Macon. Schreiner's going to keep it up the middle. Not going to get very far, maybe a yard. And it gets stacked up. And it'll be a 3rd down. And about 8 to give him a couple of yards to the 20-yard line. Well, another penalty flag way out to this one. Unsportsmanlike against Imperial. Wow, what is happening out there? That'll give him a 1st down. It'll put the ball near or inside the 10. Something was said. Wow. Don't like seeing that.
No.
Can't lose your poise. It's going to put the ball at the 11-yard line. So 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for Palo Verde at the 11. Schreiner going to keep it himself. Schreiner's going to get a couple of yards. Another penalty flag.
Another penalty.
Another one thrown in the middle of the play. I don't know.
Miles Moore ended up with the tackle, but
it's going to go against the Tigers. And this will give them, of course, going to be a face mask called against the Tigers. Face mask. Wow.
hey, just little spin to his left and keeper right up the middle.
They haven't got the yard marker down yet, but now they're moving it. And it's going to be inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. Over left tackle, a rugby scrum. It looks like the fellow is right down near the goal line, and no call yet. I believe he's not going to quite get in. It's Josiah Love, Edwards Love. And he'll get down to the 1, gain of 3, so 2nd and goal from the 1.
Go ahead, Itone and James Ponce combined for that tackle.
A minute to go in the game. Schreiner. Pitch to Love on the right side. Penalty flag before the snap. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty against Palo Verde on the illegal procedure. That's kind of, well, he's got good coach nuts. He's got a 2nd to go at the 1 and jump.
Well, they see Ethan coming up the middle. He's getting a head start on the blitz.
So 2nd to go from the 6 now for Palo Verde. 57 seconds to go in the game. Pitch to Edwards Love on the right side. Hit the line of scrimmage. And they're going to be brought down after a gain of a yard or 2. Let's see where they're going to mark it at. They're going to mark it at the 4. So gain of a couple. 3rd down and goal.
Ethan with 12 just now, and Brandon with the 10.
Going on the right tackle, but stood up and brought down is Edwards Love.
Ethan.
And then helped off the feet. Helped off the turf.
Knock your helmet off, and then we can help you up.
Stops the clock with 22 seconds. Timeout called on the field. With 22 seconds to go, Imperial 34, Palo Verde 6.
No matter what you need to keep your home cool and comfortable, R&K Air Conditioning has it. From complete 10-star cooling systems to the latest in Wi-Fi capable thermostats. We have everything you need to stay comfortable. That's why you should make R&K Air Conditioning your first and only call for your cooling needs. Call 760-353-7570 or find us online at rkair.net. 10 stars, quality you can feel.
22 seconds to go in the ball game. Tigers leading at 34-6. Palo Verde with a 3rd down and goal from the 4-yard line. Let's stay in their double wing formation. Schreiner, quarterback under center. Pitch out to Edwards, level on the right side, gets stacked up at the line, gives a second effort, but it'll say he's in for the touchdown. So touchdown scored by Edwards Love from 4 yards out. And it's now a 34-12 ball game.
I thought he stopped. It looked like he stopped short.
I did too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7-play drive. That'll use 2 minutes and 17 seconds off the clock.
It's the way he steps it up.
Yeah, he does. He's very deliberate with it. Hazy Gonzalez with the extra point attempt. Ball is down. Kick is up. And it is good. With 17 seconds to go in the ball game. It's the Tigers 34, the Yellow Jackets 13.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned and your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Grijalva valleys. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
7-play drive that the Yellow Jackets would go 17 yards for. Capped by a 4-yard touchdown run by Josiah Edwards Love. And with the extra point by Isaac Gonzalez, it's now an Imperial 34 to 13 lead. 41-7 Central leading Brawley on a safety.
Wow. Who would have thought it?
Yeah, it's the truth. That's the truth. Make a check on that link of the drive. It's going to be brought back by Joey Ramos out to the 37-yard line. They'll have the ball first and 10 from their own 37. I'm sure we'll take a knee to end this ball game and come away with a 34-13 win. And the drive actually had to give them 83 yards on that drive, but a lot of it by penalties.
Yeah.
By penalties on that drive. So the Tigers will take a knee on this, and that will call this game good. And Imperial will come across with a 34-6 win. And why don't we let Brady get down to the team, and we'll talk to him, and then we will wrap up this ball game and wrap up the scoring. So Brady, if you'll sit in the hot seat, we'll talk to you about this and what the chances of next week will be.
I'd like the hot seat.
The offensive coordinator for the Tigers, Brady Hoff. And congratulations on a big win tonight.
Yeah, thank you. I don't feel like I earned my paycheck. I didn't do a whole lot. I think we ran maybe 3 different plays, just called inside zone over and over and over again.
But you noticed that the running attack or running openings were there, and you took advantage of, especially in the second half.
Yeah, the look they gave us, they're going to put those DMs wide and the linebackers back at 8. Jeez, it's dumb not to. So, and made a nice thing for Zeus and our other running backs. We even got Kevin in there. He got a few yards. We got Caleb in there. Usually
right, he got 4 yards.
Yeah,
Kevin Luna got 13 and 3 carries.
Yeah, Caleb was the highest graded O-lineman. We grade them out over the year on their assignment, their finish, and their technique. And I think he was at like a 2.4 and Folks at 2.38. So Caleb got to carry the ball in the last game of the year. So I was kind of hoping they'd get Joey here down at the 1, so we could have got Caleb a touchdown, but they just missed Joey on that punt return.
What a punt return that was! It's just unbelievable.
That's when the people listening over the radio can't see that. I know you guys do a good job calling it, but whatever words you had didn't do it.
Wow, no, there's nothing we could do to do it justice. Of watching him to get a stiff arm at the 40 and a hurdle at the 50, and then change fields to go for the touchdown.
Yeah.
That was just an amazing job.
Oh, I know Joey marks his highlights on Max Preps and Huddle, so if they want to see him, they're listening, go to Max Preps and search Imperial, or go to Huddle and search Imperial and find Joey Ramos,
yeah.
by the end of the week, it should be up there. They can see it. It was a nice return, boy.
You know, we've been saying all year long that if people have not come out to watch him play, you've missed out because there's something exciting he does in virtually every game.
Yeah, he's a good player. I think he's the best receiver in San Diego section. I know he's number 3 overall in receptions. He's up there for yards too, and you know, he doesn't get the recognition because he's all the way down in the valley. And you know,
they kind of.
Unfortunately, you need to be a Roy. He needs to be like Roy's, putting up 2,000 yards, almost 3,000 yards, and you know he's had a heck of a career, but nobody took notice. So
right. But even you remember back with Royce, even nobody took notice until his senior year, and you think, have you not seen the 2,000 yards each of the other 2 years?
Yeah, him his junior not being for that silver pigskin. He was the best player in the section.
Oh, no question.
But I guess Joey Ramos will see him next week in San Diego, and hopefully the week after the playoffs. I'm sure we'll be on the road. I don't think we'll get a home game.
Yeah. So you were saying if everything stayed status quo tonight, that Imperial would be at Modern Day Catholic, then possibly next week.
Yeah, it depends on what happens with Modern Day. I think they had a pretty tough game tonight, if I remember right. But
yeah, they had Bonita Vista this week, so that's awesome with that.
That could be.
It could be a tough game.
And then if things are going to change here. I mean, Central's probably they may move up 2 or 3 with how bad. I guess they don't factor in the margin victory, but still they beat the number 5 team. So we'll see how it all shakes out. So I think they got to have it done by tomorrow because they seed us tomorrow. So
okay. Now, about what time will that be? Do that. You have a set time there for it?
When they get it done, usually they try to have it done by noon.
Okay.
So the coaches all go up there in the morning and they get the playoff ball, and it used to be where we'd have reps going there and they kind of argue and we beat these guys, but we beat these guys, and I guess they got tired of coaches arguing, so they just said, well, we're going to max reps, and what the numbers say is what the numbers say, and that's it. There's no arguments, and the only reason they'll change is, if we somehow got matched up against Brawley in the first round, they would flip us around with the next seed that didn't match us up with the league opponent. That's the only way they're changing it, and it is what it is, so pretty good system for not arguing, so, but...
We're going to let you get down with the team there, but thanks a lot for stopping by and talking to us. And let us know tomorrow, if you would, as soon as you find out where we're at, and we can post it on Facebook and everybody else.
I'll let you know as soon as we know.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Lady Hawk, our offensive coordinator for Imperial. Big victory for the Tigers tonight. Final score of 34-13, and we'll wrap up the scoring and the stats for you in just a moment.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at Broken Yoke Cafe. Once again voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Yoke strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yoke Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yoke Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro. I don't worry anymore about getting stranded with my car breaking down. Why is that? That automotive class I took at Imperial Valley College not only prepared me to fix my own car, it also prepared me for a new career in automotive repair. I like the way you think. I've always wanted to become a welder. Then check out these and other IVC career education classes at imperial.edu. For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has helped different clubs and sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping your kids busy with school activities. Their members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, please contact Betty or Larry at 760-355-1312. That's 355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers!
Wrapping this up quickly, the Tigers led 14-6 at the half, and then would take the second half after the kickoff, with actually on the second possession of the second half, they would have a 3-play, 19-yard drive that was capped by the 7-yard touchdown pass from Jordan Reed to Joey Ramos. Third time that they would hook up tonight, or second time they'd hook up tonight for touchdowns. And with Edgar Robles' extra point, the Tigers led 21-6. They would increase it to 27-6 with 1:27 to go in the third quarter on a 3-yard run. Jesus Padilla, 2-point conversion was no good on a 6-play, 56-yard drive, and the Tigers led 27-6. They would increase that lead with 5 seconds to go in the third quarter, that is, on a 78-yard punt return for touchdown by Joey Ramos, his longest of the year. And wow, that was just superlative. You can't describe it with as with as much glee as you would want to on that because it was fantastic. Donna Davis walking in front of us. Redwoods with the extra point, and the Tigers led 34-6, and then Palo Verde would score with just 17 seconds to go on a 7-play, 83-yard drive. The system had a lot of penalties. Would be capped by a 4-yard run by Josiah Edwards-Love. Extra point would be good by Gonzalez, and that gives us the final score of 34-13. For the Tigers, Jordan Reed, a quarterback, would complete in the first half 14 of 16 for 180 yards. In the second half, would complete 3 of 7 in the second half. So would finish up 17 of 23 on the night, 201 yards. And then Joaquin Alvarado would come in and hit 1 of 2 for 4 yards. In receiving, the Tigers would be led by Jerry Ramos, 7 catches for 70 yards. Brenton Adams, 5 catches for 57. Jesus Padilla, 2 catches for 14 yards, 2 for 23 yards. Freshman Gavin Marine, his first look at varsity play tonight, would have 2 catches for 23 yards. And Jacob Gray, 1 catch for 35 yards, a touchdown. And Ryan Bonias, 1 catch for 5 yards. So 3 touchdown passes for Jordan Reed. No interceptions. That puts him 25-5 ratio, touchdowns to interceptions. In the rushing department, Jesus Padilla's third 100-yard rushing game of the season, 125 yards, 14 carries, and a touchdown. And then Brandon Adams, 1 carry for 18 yards. Ryan Bonias, 1 carry for 6 yards. And then late in the game, Kevin Luna had a 17-yarder on 1 run and would finish 3 carries for 13 yards. And then Caleb Boland's got 1 for 4 yards. The Tigers 156 yards rushing, 205 passing for 361. And quickly for Palo Verde, they would complete no passes in 9 attempts in the game. In the rushing department, Josiah Edwards-Love would get 142 yards on 25 carries and a touchdown. And Marcus Macon, 10 carries for 39 yards. Isaac Gonzalez, 11 carries, 31. Chase Schreiner, quarterback, 4 carries for 1 yard. And then William Callahan came in, 1 carry for 3 yards. A total of 142, 145, 176, 205 yards, 206 yards rushing, and no yards passing in the ballgame.
Well, that's more than I expected. I
Yeah.
expected the Tigers to be able to stop their running off, especially
Yeah,
they've done that all year.
A couple of big runs did it for him. 27-yarder early in the game, 46-yarder that was late in the game too. That was a good second effort by him, but he's a good running back. Josiah Edwards-Love. They throw a double wing at the Tigers tonight, change it up a little bit, and the Tigers defense had to change up their defensive philosophy as well.
And they did a heck of a job.
And they did, yeah.
I
They did.
give this game to the coaching staff.
We'll come back and look at the defensive stats, and our post-game show continues in just a moment.
Peyton Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's a place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. And if you're throwing a party, kegs, wine, and champagne. Everything you need at one convenient location. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save a buck with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, Peyton Express is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Highway 86 and Ayton Road in Imperial. When it comes to Mexican food, El Zarape in Imperial does it right. From their special quesadillas, served the way you like it, deep fried with cheese, and you add the fillings to tacos, burritos, enchiladas, and more. There's daily specials too. The food is great, and the service is even better. And don't forget to reserve your tamales for the holidays. El Zarape, located at 139 South Imperial Avenue in Imperial. Open Monday through Saturday.
It's the Beauty Fall Flooring Sale now until November 30th. German Floor Covering is offering 24-month special financing on Shaw Floors, Anderson Tuftek, and Cortec Flooring. Whether you need carpet, hardwood, vinyl, or something to withstand pests, kids, or water, rest assured there's flooring that's just right for your lifestyle on a true credit. Visit German Flooring at 220 North J Street in Imperial.
George, big defensive game for the Tigers.
Yeah, that's what we expected. The linebackers did all the hard work today, and I ended up with I had Ethan Ramos with 13 tackles for the Tigers, along Brandon Silva has 10. Sergio Serrano, great to see him out after a year and a half off. I had him with 7 tackles. Maurice Padilla with 5. Mendenhall, another one, a junior. I love the way he plays. Got to see him play linebacker. He was a stud last year. I had him with 4. Brian Bonillas, Tanner Travis also with 4, and then 2 each for Andrew Duna, Joey Ramos, Stephen Shaw, C.J. Ramos, and Omar Garibaldi, along with James Folks, Miles Moore. Each had 2 tackles. And then Brendan Adams, had him with 1, along with Manuel Pitone. Good job, though.
Yeah, good job all in all.
Coaching staff the second half. I love the adjustments they made.
It was a 14-6 Imperial lead at halftime, and the adjustments were made, and it was a 34-6 lead until Palo Verde scored in the last 17 seconds of the game. So a good victory for the Tigers. Ended up 5-5 on the regular season. In fact, both teams ended up 5-5 in the regular season. Imperial 3-2 in the IVL, and Palo Verde slips to 2-3. Final scores in a couple of games that we can update you on. Central defeated Brawley in the Bell game 41-7. Spartans come up with a victory in that. Vincent Memorial up on the mountain in Pine Valley defeated Mountain Empire 42-14. And at last report in the third quarter, it's Southwest 35, Calexico 20. We say in the third quarter because there was an injury early in the game.
That's right.
And that took a little bit extra time, so that's why that ball game is still going on down in Calexico.
Yep. Well,
So now we wait.
Yeah, now we wait. I'm just hoping that, remember what happened 2 years ago? We were blind.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. 60 to...
Had a good win in Palo Verde, and yeah, we were coming back across the desert figuring out where are we going to be at next week for a game, and instead we were at home.
We were, yeah,
we sat at home. Yeah, so we'll find out tomorrow, though. Brady will contact me. I will put it on the Imperial California Memory site on Facebook, and we'll let you know then. And hopefully next Friday night we'll be back on the air. We did like to thank all of our sponsors for being with us. If this is our last game, and we don't know for sure that we're making the playoffs, but right now I'd say we're like 99% sure we're making the playoffs. But we'd like to thank the Imperial Quarterback Club, serving Imperial High School students, the school activities and sports for over 60 years now. The Brick House Coffee and Deli next door to it. And for the deli, I'm telling you, you got to try the coffee shop. It's really good.
I got to go.
Serving your favorite drinks at the coffee shop, and then big, bold flavors with sandwiches and your wedgie salad I like to have, and then today the clam chowder. Very good. Eat Express, the corner of 86 and 8 Road in Imperial. They got an all ice-cold drink, snacks, gas, diesel, state-of-the-art car wash. Dermis Floor Covering. If you stop by and see the Shaw Floor Gallery and ask about their stain-proof products. Saw Ray last Sunday afternoon. We went out to watch the President's Own Marine Corps Band. Outstanding. Saw Ray there. Wasn't able to talk to him, but we saw him over to the side over there. What a terrific concert that was. Our thanks to El Zarafi Restaurant, coming to Mexican food. They do it right there. The food great and service better. Imperial Tiger Football Association, fundraising and supporting Tiger football for many years. The Broken Hill Cafe, once again, voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley. It'll open tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Imperial Valley College looking into their chances for you to enroll in their automotive tech department. Remember IVC for your higher education leads. And our thanks to R&K Air Conditioning. They're year-round home comfort specialists for sales and service. Call the pros at R&K Air Conditioning. And Imperial Irrigation District, your locally owned utility.
Good win. Good second half. Still 2 halves always.
Yeah,
all year
exactly.
long. All year long. It's good.
We saw that. Senior night, a happy one for the Imperial Tigers.
Yeah.
For Coach Grijalva and Micky Dale signing off here from Imperial. Final score, the Imperial Tigers 34 and the Palo Verde Yellow Jackets 13. Good night, everybody.
Good night, all.